Hey, this is Bob. You're watching Bob Theism, and this long-ass video is me and Viggo and Vargorm reacting to Drakengard the Movie, a fantastic video put together by one BuffMaister, link below. We did this reaction using Discord. We could not see each other, and the audio might be a little odd since we're all on different setups. There will also be a few dog noises here and there. I hope nothing too loud. I should have been able to... I don't think there should be any problem. Please comment if you notice something and I can try and fix it in post. Or rather after the upload and re-upload. That said, I hope you enjoy this take, which is in preparation for an upcoming Let's Play of Nier Replicant version 1.22447 whatever. You know, the Nier remake. Enjoy!
It is an ancient time, and dragons still roam upon the earth. Two great powers, the Union and the Empire, wage fierce war for the control of a goddess who protects the harmony of the world.
Isn't that the fucking most generic thing? Hey, this is Drakengard.
Well, it is quite an old classic nowadays, at least.
So you've been told, hey, Vargorm, you're on the channel for the first time. Though technically you've been credited on almost every video ever.
Yeah, because I do artistic stuff for you.
Yes. You do the thumbnails because I'm not good at such things. This is chapter 1, beginnings of what so far appears to be a pretty generic JRPG. Or so it would seem from that intro scroll. This is Drakengard. It is made by Kavia, I believe you pronounce the company's name. And it's directed by Yoko Taro, who is quite the character, and we'll be talking about him.
Yeah, is he the guy with the sock puppet?
Yes, I've shown you the stupid sock puppet thing. He also likes to wear a stupid skeleton mask. Hey, by the way, Viggo is also here, but he's a quiet person.
My home bros, I guess.
Yes.
You're not that cool. But hey, the frog helmet. I like that.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious if that might have been inspired by, like, Berserk armor design. Because, well, hey Viggo, Kim hasn't made you watch Berserk yet, right?
Not yet. But, like, we made a deal. He would watch Code Geass, I would watch Berserk.
Is that what the deal is? So that's a pretty bad wound, by the way, that our man got right in his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should not be really standing that much.
Oh, he barely is.
Yeah, I can see that.
Why isn't he wearing a helmet or shoulder plates?
Because
he's the leader.
He's cool. He's cool.
You need to see his face. I'm speaking about
protection
Berserk.
doesn't matter when you're this cool, I guess.
Something like that.
It's called plot armor.
Get used to this music, by the way. Because it's the intro music for every chapter.
The Protective Fury, the goddess of the seals and Kane's only sister.
Yep.
If it's a goddess, why does she need protection?
Well, you'll see. And this is what the game actually looks like. It's
such old school.
It is.
I think I remember this style from the history lessons I had in game development school.
Oh. Well, this game was released not too far after Dynasty Warriors 2. And at that point the whole warrior style was really popular. This was never supposed to have ground combat. This was supposed to be like Ace Combat with dragons. flying dragons.
Oh.
And
It
that part,
does. Oh, yeah. Yeah, carry on.
that part is still in the game, but
It does
this
remind me
part is also
then,
there.
with the Ace combat with dragons, is that they tried with a game, I don't remember, you know, when in PlayStation, when you could tilt the control and fly about. It reminds me of that,
Yeah.
but they kind of failed horribly because the gameplay was terrible.
Wait,
So dragons
Lair?
exist.
Yeah, there's a dragon there. And he's also looking at that and thinking of another dragon that's eating people.
Huh.
I can be kind of specific and tell you those people it's eating are his parents.
Okay then.
So he's not a fan of dragons. So yeah, dragons speak in this.
Well, good dragons usually speak.
Yes.
There's no other way.
What makes you worthy of a pact with me?
Those ones are a little bit hilarious.
I wish to live. Despise me if you will. But I
Yeah, you
shall
should
not
have
die.
died about twice before you arrived here today, mate.
He's a freak of nature.
Death.
I noticed.
Those lip flaps match the.
By
style
the
of
way,
real
this what we're doing right now is we're watching Drakengard the Movie by a certain BuffMaister. Here we have it. His parents were murdered by a dragon.
You interrupt us. Go back to hell.
And before they can make the pact, a bunch of soldiers show up. By the way, you got the kill count in the lower right corner. That's gonna get quite high. During the course of this game, you're gonna see a lot of murder.
Oh, when the dragon sacrificed the dragon for some ritual because of saying
I'm not
a lot
sure.
of scripture and
I'm not sure why she's chained
is
down.
the predecessor to the Nier games.
Yes, we're going to be playing the Nier Replicant remake, and that's part of why we're doing this, and also because I kind of want people to know about this game. We're not playing the game because fuck playing Drakengard. I really like Drakengard. Fuck playing it. And now they're making a pact, the logic of which is kind of weird. It is profoundly unclear what he's actually doing right here, and what she is doing in response. It might be that they're pulling their souls out?
that look like an egg.
A bit. And she's got one too.
In her mouth.
I want to question this character design lead in this. It was like, what were you high when you're doing that?
Character design.
Yeah, I know whoever was the lead for the character design, especially for that, it was like, oh, the souls are supposed to be like eggs.
Ah,
I want to question it.
I'm not entirely sure.
But hey, was
Hey, look, the dragon is back up again.
Yep, and so is he. And now they're pact partners.
And he's riding the dragon.
Yeah, his name is Kaim, by the way.
So it's
and
not Hiccup.
It is not.
Ah.
Also, he is... We were speaking about Berserk. And he might be a bit inspired by Guts. Maybe.
well, certain things get inspired sometimes.
Yes. I mean, there's a lot of worse things to be inspired by than Berserk. You've read Berserk or watched Berserk?
I have read Berserk, but not all the chapters.
No. Neither have I. I've gotten about to the point... How do I say this without spoiling?
And I don't know
You
shit
can't.
about
You
this
can't.
one.
You can't.
I've gotten to the part where the potato finds a child. That's about it.
Ooh, that one. Okay.
I know like 3 things about Berserk. There's a rape horse.
There sure is.
Guts makes a child commit suicide.
He doesn't, but he tells her to.
And he
That's a
got
good
so
line,
just
but
one eye.
did you catch that line, by the way? Wise men avoid war. Wiser men choose not to be born.
Well, it is kind of true when you think about it.
Somewhat.
But if you could even learn, if you could even choose him not being born.
This dragon is pretty racist, honestly, towards humans.
Woo, racism.
Woo! Let's go! It's way worse in the Japanese, I've been told. Like,
Oh,
like she's dropping slurs and shit all the time.
racist dragons with raspy voices. That's my favorite type of dragons.
She's got a pretty good voice, I think.
Well, it's not too bad.
She actually voices, oh, what's her name, the lady? I'll have to look it up. But she actually voices 2 characters in this game. And we'll meet the other one at a later point. In fact, that is one character that... Okay, so we're going to watch all the endings. There are 5 endings.
Oh, it's like those, if you choose wrongly or choose one path, you get another ending.
Well, not really, because the ending is decided by... You have to unlock a certain amount of weapons to unlock the next ending. And to unlock weapons, you need to murder people.
Like you do?
Like, basically, you have to level up weapons to get new
I
weapons.
like that, like, wobbly thing they did
Yeah,
with the
there are
character.
some interesting visual effects. We're going to see all the endings, but the weird thing is that you unlock certain characters, and at least one character I can remember can't be unlocked before you've finished the first ending, but then you go back to earlier missions with that character, and it's like they were there, and that takes the story in a different path. It's really weird, and it's really hard to unlock all the endings. But
That's fair.
we'll see the endings. They're interesting. So Kaim is now mute. The pact. So every pact has a cost, and you don't know the cost until you've paid it. For Kaim, it was his ability to speak.
So it's Link, but riding a dragon.
Well, he is now quiet.
So we can't scream. Aw,
If you listen to these guys, they're really monotone. If you could have noticed in the earlier cutscene as well that they have red eyes. There's something fucked with these guys.
Yeah, I guess there's some fucking going in bad.
And the dragon is speaking because they have like a telepathic connection because of the pact.
Of course.
Yeah.
of course, telepathic connections with dragons. That's my favorite type of connection.
Make there a connection. In the
Would you rather have a connection when you're feeling that they want to fart? I'd rather have a dragon's head inside my head than having a dragon-sized fart or the like.
The goddess's chambers.
Yeah.
That's also a music cue that's used a lot in this game. Stop, he says, and then he throws the enemy soldier towards her.
Yeah, it's like, aren't you there to grab her? Why are you trying to crush her?
Because he's fucking stupid.
Yeah, idiots. That's my favorite. That's my favorite type of person. I'm an
But he
idiot
is a
myself.
friend, though. To Kaim, and...
It's like, come on, stop it. He's already dead. You don't have to stab him anymore.
Come on,
He stopped
guys.
twitching. What was it? He stopped twitching 5 minutes ago.
Have you noticed that the other characters already are like all over Kaim about, man, you sure like to murder people.
So he just moves his mouth without any noises coming out.
Yeah,
He's like,
he
oh.
tries to speak, he can't.
Can he wheeze, though?
Unclear.
Gaim, you cannot speak.
That is the pact emblem on his tongue. It shows what part he has lost in order to pay for the pact.
It is kind of easy to hide, but it's not that easy. But it's still gonna be tricky that you can speak.
I thought I would take Furiai to the elf village.
Elves?
The elves are bound
Yep.
to eternal neutrality. Their
So,
village will be a
how
safe
many
haven from the
games
Empire.
is the Drakengard series?
Well, it may
There
be
are
that
three.
one?
There are three
Castle, what
Drakengard
else is there to
games
do?
and 2 Nier games.
Furiai is the goddess that
But Drakengard 2 was not directed by the same director,
my betrothed.
and is very different in tone.
I will protect her.
It is canon to.
What about you, Kyan?
Okay, so
once
fuck.
called Furiai your
Nier
sister.
is a direct sequel to this game, Drakengard 1. But before that, Drakengard 2 came out, which is a sequel to another ending than Nier. So basically, they're both direct sequels, but to different endings of this same game. Which is a bit confusing.
That is not just a bit confusing, it's a lot of confusing.
Yeah. And then
I
Drakengard
like
3...
the music.
Yeah, the music is really interesting because it's basically like the composer took like recordings of
Perhaps we should celebrate.
like symphonic pieces. I believe there's some Vivaldi in there stuff, and like chopped them up and put them in like remixed them all weird. No, but and Drakengard 3 is a prequel to Drakengard 1. The Nier games are pretty straightforward in that Nier Automata is a direct sequel to Replicant and or Gestalt. Bless you.
Yeah, that was my dog.
Bless your dog. Dog bless.
Yes, it's a dog blessing. But yep,
So here
actually,
comes
I
some...
know.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, the dragon hears a voice. Here's something interesting.
What is it?
They attacked the village of the elves. It may
Well,
already
it'll come in a moment.
I heard a voice. It would be better to go.
Or maybe they don't explain it here. The idea is that not only do pact partners
Only my own eyes.
hear each other's thoughts, but also those of other pact. Like, if I make a pact with whatever, and you make a pact with whatever, then suddenly we'd be able to hear each other's thoughts,
True.
even though we're not pacted to each other.
We must find.
It's like
Basically, like connected to a common link or something like that.
maybe like an open channel.
Yeah. Like a Discord channel that only certain pack members can be, and suddenly you can hear everybody who's in that channel.
Secret pact club. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
By the way, don't look too closely at the ally in the bottom left. That is a gameplay thing. Like I said, you can bring party members back to earlier chapters after unlocking them.
Old legends have come alive.
And
I see.
you do get party members. They basically work like summons,
The world shall
where you bring them in, they stay out for a while, you use them, like they become your playable character for a little while, and then you switch back.
I'm a little bit amused in the lower right corner with the bird emblem when you counting up the enemies. It bobs its head like headbanging.
Oh, I haven't even noticed that.
I noticed it. Because I was looking at it because I was questioning why they have the owl in the lower
I see.
left corner. It's like
I'm
it's
not
just
sure.
looking. It's like are you getting that up to the proper levels?
The Empire's forces have come even here. Is the village safe? It cannot be. I see it with mine own eyes.
No, but this ground combat is really bad. Like, for real, it's not fun at all. You mash buttons. You mash square like a motherfucker, and then occasionally you press triangle for a magic attack.
Well, certain games, really old games. Like what? When was this game made?
This is like 2003.
Really? Oh, I thought it was from the 90s or something on it.
No, it's just... It's later than that.
Let's come here.
This is after... Hey Viggo, this is after Devil May Cry. Which is kind of nuts.
Well, when you, to be fair, really, even nowadays you can make a game with the best graphics, best people ever,
Shit
and
combat,
still, if
yeah.
if the combat or gameplay is shit, it's shit.
A dragon, a petrified
If you have a good gameplay, not that good graphics, no one cares. No, everybody's happy.
You catch that, by the way? Petrified Dragon is nearby.
desert.
She's hearing a voice that we haven't heard yet, which is the pact partner of a petrified dragon. So basically, that guy is still in a pact, but his dragon is just a piece of stone.
I'm not strong.
Well, that must be terrible.
It's not great.
But your songs, they calm me.
But this game was released after Devil May Cry 1.
Yes.
Was it released after 2?
I don't know.
Because 2 looks fucking good.
2 is quite good looking,
Will you come?
graphically.
Yeah, but like, the game,
Must investigate.
like the boss aren't interesting. That's my biggest problem with it. I like when the bosses have personality. That's
Yeah.
why I love 3.
Hmm.
Because all the bosses are fun. Except the Leviathan's Heart and Gigapede.
Oh look, more sacrilege on the floor. Who
Yep.
spilled all these words?
He
Oh
bled
no!
words.
I spilled my
This is
ketchup on the
important.
ground.
Right, not the Watchers.
Oh god, it's like with the three monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Kind of, but not actually. You'll see exactly what that bullshit is.
Nice.
But do remember, the Watchers are a thing.
The Watchers. Who watches the Watchers?
Took the Watchers to
Something
the
like that.
shrine. They took everyone there.
And there's a cult of them. Or there's a cult to them, perhaps.
What are they?
Yeah, who knows? It's a funny thing with cults. They suddenly decide that, yeah, I'm gonna worship this orange because it spoke to me the other day when I was high on mushrooms. And suddenly you have a cult of the speaking orange.
Perhaps.
I speak the colors.
And you can speak the colors. If you start tasting them, then it's a problem.
If something has happened.
Or even hear them.
Like,
By the way,
I
since
can
we're...
hear images. Most people can.
In a way.
In a way.
Like, when you see a picture of Mr. Krabs walking, you just imagine the clicking sound.
Yeah, but it is because you have a reference to it. You
Yeah,
have
exactly.
seen it.
You know. But that's was when most people say I can hear images. That's what they mean.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they draw a reference from a past experience.
By the way, the Mr. Krabs walking sound is actually a good sound effect.
It probably is. I can't remember it right now. I haven't watched
Me
that
neither.
much SpongeBob.
It's like a better Proud Souls clicking.
Huh.
The red soldiers. They're protected from magic.
All I know about SpongeBob is that Mr. Krabs is based as fuck.
Why does the Empire come here?
Well, he's greedy as fuck.
Yeah.
All interlopers will be destroyed. Die!
So this, by the way, what you... Oh, here's a party member that we'll meet later. That you bring out like a summon.
Soldiers.
And
Does
you'll
she have
know...
a bazooka on, like, strapped
Sorry?
on the back? What is that?
On her back, I think it's supposed to be a sword sheath, but clearly not for that sword.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Spells and witchcraft.
What
And now
what is
there's-
going on with the weird freaky swords?
There's many swords. Many of them look stupid and weird. You'll see that hook sword a lot in this playthrough.
Well, to be honest, with certain fantasy games, especially from Japan, the swords are sometimes so freaky you start wondering if they were high when designing it.
What does the Empire want?
There's many weapons in this game. I think there's 65 different swords.
Wow, someone had fun in the designing department.
Fine.
One of them is just the Dragon Slayer.
What do those red
Like, come on.
eyes mean?
Really.
It's like so blatant.
His voice.
There's the name, by the way, I don't know if we heard it before, but Verdelay is the pact guy. The guy with a petrified dragon.
We had
I don't think the name was said, really, but I could have missed it.
Wild guess. Verdelay is gonna get his vertebrae ripped out.
has taken our village.
You haven't even seen him yet.
From the
Just
fairy
want to
valley
make a joke.
lies yonder.
Yeah, but-
Wait, is he supposed to be an elf of the village, or
Yeah.
oh, he doesn't look like an elf. And
Just
Talk about
kick
being a
some to
douche.
the ground.
go to save.
So yeah, Kaim isn't exactly your average JRPG hero. He's not
He's a
really...
douche.
Yeah. He's not
He's a
like a naive
Ah.
good guy.
Yeah.
The hero of the second game is very much your stereotypical Japanese JRPG hero.
He's a douchey murder hobo, and his dragon is a racist.
Pretty much.
Smoker.
Just wait till you meet the rest of the party. Like, actually.
fairy really. Oh, I hate fairies.
Yeah, fuck fairies. You're gonna fucking hate a certain fairy.
Oh, yes! It's the fairy village is burning. Yes!
That's not fairies though. That's an orphanage.
God.
That's actually a
What?
burning orphanage. And this is the guy who was supposed to be taking care of the orphans. He wasn't there.
Ah, so he's about to kill himself because of it.
Yeah.
Dead orphans, racist dragons, and murder hobos.
Well, to be fair, when Motor Hobo was in an RPG and actually put down an orphanage, but I was an evil guy, so.
So he couldn't do it. He pussied out.
Coward. I mean, what?
Oh
Hey, look,
boy,
it's a
here
fairy.
comes the fairy.
Like gnomes are worse
Kill-
though.
Kill him with
I
fire!
hate gnomes.
At least gnomes you can drop kick them, fairies you can't.
Hey Bob, remember when you got drop kicked down the stairs and died?
Yeah, I do.
That was fun.
That was a rough day.
Put to flame,
Very rough day.
and where was I?
What's this?
Where was he indeed?
You betrayed
So actually,
Look at that. Blonde hair and a green
yeah.
suit. It's fucking Tinkerbell.
I think I heard Walt Disney calling his lawyers. Oh wait, he's dead.
Only this fairy is fucking laughing and pointing fingers at the guy who's crying over the lost children of the orphanage.
Well, to be honest, fairies tend to do that.
Yeah. So he said something. He said, "Where was I? Oh no, where was I?" That's actually in the, I believe it's in the fucking instruction booklet for the original game.
Finish it off, useless
Otherwise, it's been said in an interview. He was alone in the woods
is good.
because he was out there masturbating.
It's-
Like, actually, that is
Oh,
the reason
and
he wasn't there.
And I thought that certain other games didn't hold back punches, but holy shit. That is glorious, actually. I lift my hat.
I'll tip my hat from a legend to another one.
So, I don't know if you've been following this conversation, but the fairy
Yeah.
just proposed a pact.
Yeah, after she basically told him, it's like, you pussy, kill yourself, you filthy human, da 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 da. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna bait you in the pixie
There's
suit.
his name, Leonard. Bereft of all light and hope, is forced into a pact with a malicious fairy. Which is like, can you be forced into a pact? Can you not
Really?
choose to not do it?
Yeah. It's
Why
like,
did
yeah.
Why did she say please if she forced him?
That's a good question too.
Yeah, especially when she told him to go kill himself.
Go fuck yourself. All the orphans are dead. Hey, wanna join me?
Hey, you want a pact? It's like, no,
Is it-
I'd rather have you as pixie soup.
Okay, so Leonard, you just fucking all the orphans you were caring for are fucking super dead and burning, but you're in the secret pact club.
Hey!
That's something.
Was that a goblin?
I believe there are goblins in this game. Yes.
Oh no, we're gonna hear your obsession of goblins now.
Cool. I've not gotten to talk about goblins yet on the channel.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
gonna go in.
He mentioned the sound of the blade, by the way, because he is now blind. That was the price he paid for his pact.
My eyes are blind.
My eyes are blind.
I have paid.
As opposed to my nose, which can see perfectly.
Or maybe some really old. I think it was it a Batman villain or villain? It was some superhero villain that could see through his fingertips because operations.
I am not blind.
What, like actual vision?
Yes, actual vision. So yeah, it was Batman. It's they're the really old golden age, and you just saw this guy blindfolded, waving his fingers around in front of.
Like I vaguely remember this show about a kid that could like grow new appendages, like grow an eye on the top of his fingertip or in his ear, and stuff. That was on the kids' channel.
Very well.
Kids channels are weird.
I will go with
Yeah,
you.
There sure
they
are
are.
some weird,
Let us leave these bodies
freaky
behind.
body horror
We must
stuff in
hurry to the
kids'
desert.
things.
The goddess is in danger, I think.
I will never not have nightmares about fucking
Yeah.
Spy Kids.
Oof.
Like Jesus.
Me neither. Hey, remember Damad?
Sorry?
They say that
Damad?
No.
is beyond
No.
forgiveness.
That's a kids program where they talk about, like, one character says, "Get me out of this weird drug drug dispensary neighborhood," and another one where it's you.
Okay, so this
You're
is
the
where...
queer one.
Sorry. But this is where... so, Mr. BuffMaister has done an excellent job at compiling this in a mostly sensible order. This is where it's like, pick your poison. Do you want to be confused now or later? Because this is the same scene we've seen earlier, but now Leonard is here because they came back with Leonard to an earlier chapter before they met Leonard.
I can see it. The forest.
And now he notices something that puts their path to somewhere else.
Is this the forest of the seal?
That just remind me. Where's the pixie bastard?
Oh, she's with him. Like, all the time. She helps him do magic when you play him.
I'm still wondering why the pixie or the fairy wanted a pact.
It's honestly a good question. I don't know. So this is a special Leonard mission called Leonard's Regret.
Okay.
Griffins are a thing, I guess. Like, the Empire has a bunch of weird shit.
Well, certain empires in certain settings do have weird shit.
Sure do.
You suffer
Oh, have we met Verdley before? Because that's Verdley.
I don't think so.
So he's being all nice and stuff to Leonard. Saying, hey, it's not your fault, man. It's not your fault you were out masturbating in the woods when your brothers and children die.
All men have needs, I guess.
I mean, I guess.
That smell. The forest.
What's the smell?
The forest is burning.
It's blood.
Like, everyone has needs.
The forest of the
Sorry?
seal is under attack.
Everyone has needs.
Yes,
Just
I
not
missed all
sexual
that.
ones.
that is true.
Uh,
So, shit's on fire, yo.
Delights in telling that many of the enemies are children. Oh,
Yes. Child
Oh, shit.
conscripts.
Our forest is burning! The forest is burning! All because useless humans come tromping over the
but still you made a pact with a useless human then, you dumbass.
The fairy's motivations
fairies.
makes no sense.
yeah.
Really makes no sense.
hiding away or probably fine.
Like, she goes around taunting humans, and then when they burn down her forest, she's like, What? Why?
Why would you do this?
No, she's just taunting him. It's like, look, Lucy.
Fishy, what will you do? What will you do? Doesn't it feel dangerous?
I'm torn as well on the voice performance, which is like it delivers exactly what the character was supposed to be, which is annoying and grating. But it's annoying and grating, and I hate it.
Yeah.
She's a little fairy. And she could be burnt to a crisp, but crisp by a dragon. Why don't they just burn her? She's annoying as fuck. And
I guess there's something about the pact that
Yeah,
you can't.
if
One
one-
can't get killed.
If one dies, the other dies.
They will lay down their swords.
That'd actually be the most
So he
torturous
just told-
punishment ever.
So Leonard just told the mute man to speak to them, so they would lay down their swords.
Such a soft-hearted one.
It's like, what?
Leonard.
So yeah, actual child soldiers that you actually murder
Yeah.
in game.
got a mute and we got a blind. So we're gonna get a deaf one soon, probably.
Think. I suppose that is a possible price you could pay for Pact.
But that also brings up the question: the one you make a pact with, don't they get to lose something, or is it just the human part?
The beast doesn't lose anything, and that's like the definition as well, that you make a human can make a pact with a beast. And a beast is very loosely defined, but it's something that's not human.
So we get the short end of the stick. Right.
So by the way, here's again the other party members calling the main character fucking psycho because he's murdering everyone, including child soldier conscripts.
Well,
Hey, murder hobos!
Yeah.
they're in the way, and you don't have to deal with them later.
Them again?
I shall give them a burial.
What was that? Sorry, what was that?
What was I saying now again? Oh, I forgot. Oh yeah, you don't have to deal with them later on, if you kill them now.
Yeah.
Please help
Uh,
me.
Okay, so that's a living woman.
I'm
That's a child boy.
Peace now.
Yeah.
It is all over.
Okay.
Oh, feeling pity for the enemy? Can't start waiting now.
He is just like my brother. His voice.
Just hearing the fairy just want me to go on a murderous rage.
He is just
Yeah.
a child.
Please, main
and I thought-
character, don't murder this child.
And I thought fairies in Final Fantasy Online were terrible. I take it back. I rather want to deal with them again.
A masterpiece of a fool.
Yeah, murder that child bitch. So that's
Yeah,
also
nice.
that also implies that the soldiers are possessed, including the children, by something evil.
Yeah, then it's no problem to killing small children, I guess.
Ghost
Time doesn't give a
people.
shit. So yeah, that was Leonard's. Well, we're still in Leonard's mission, but it's full of child soldiers. He was caring for an orphanage, and here's why that character Leonard is a bit controversial. Let's say it is somewhat censored, in fact, in the English version. But in the Japanese version, Leonard is explicitly a pedophile. He is
Beyond children?
he's repressing it. There's nothing to imply he's ever acted on his urges, but he definitely feels it. And he really hates that he feels it.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Indeed.
Everyone sucks. We got a blind pedophile, a murder hobo that's also mute, and a racist dragon.
And the
And the
crew is
most
big.
grating pixie ever that everybody wants to kill.
Kime's crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's cause no.
This needless
I'm not continuing that.
is my fault. Please forgive me.
Good.
I'm quite surprised that whoever wrote, the one who wrote the story is like, yeah, this sounds nice. This is good.
Well,
Your average D&D party.
If it were me, I would
well, Yoko Taro, the writer and director, he was like explicitly trying to be different. He wanted the characters to be not like all the other characters in Japanese works at the time.
Well, congratulations, I managed to do it.
sure
Although
did.
it is completely the wrong way.
It is just.
Wow,
don't
you
know.
made something I completely hate.
I don't know that he did it in the wrong way. I think he wanted. Another thing he was talking about was like, isn't it weird how a lot of games give you like a happier ending if you murder more people?
Didn't you make a promise?
I don't know if you should be rewarded for murdering a bunch of people. And that's part of the reason why everyone's telling Kaim, like, hey man, you're a fucking psycho. Do you really have to murder everyone?
You are. My name is of no concern. I simply ask that you smelly savages leave the forest anon.
Melly savages.
Savages.
Indeed.
Must say what one must say.
It's like the best thing.
Well,
about that
we
movie.
spoke of Leonard. Leonard? Whatever his name is, was a pedophile. I can just see that to be a kiddie diddler also. With just that fucking voice, it's like, yes! Yes! Oh dear!
Such superficial. Noble dragons think such complicated things. Is there some secret?
That is not a noble dragon.
Humans?
It kind of is.
Lesser beings?
Well,
But one that totally does. Like,
Dearie, oh dearie.
she's noble in the way, like, a medieval knight who wants to murder the infidels in the Holy Land is noble.
well,
The desert?
fair.
What about the desert?
Oops. I let it slip. Those idiot priests are lined up and knocked down one by one. Your friends may not be safe. Serve them right.
I don't know if we've had that explained, but there are 3 seals and the goddess. What are they sealing? Are they sealing things in and out? In or out? We'll find out.
And did anyone notice that elf dude's ears were twitching a bit?
The elves.
Yeah,
I did not notice that.
I noticed it, and I was like, what are you, our chipmunk? Twitch.
By the
And now
way,
we're jumping
there's-
back in time again for a slightly different variation, for a different ending. I really appreciate BuffMaister's work. I think this is probably the best way to do it, but you could also like do it ending A, then go back and do the scenes that lead to ending B. This game is weird.
I noticed I'm already lost.
We had best.
Nier and its sequel are a bit less weird. Drakengard 3 is a lot more weird.
I actually have not an inch of a knowledge of Nier at all. Trust me, even though I did Nier Raid, I haven't done the latest one in Final Fantasy Online, but because it has a really long quest line with a lot of stories, and I'm sitting there going, I have no idea what's going on.
Well, honestly,
Who are you?
I've
And who are you? And who the fuck is over there?
I've looked a little bit at it. I know there are original characters for that raid. Like, fucking... I can't believe they actually made a character called 2P. But that's an original character for the raid.
Okay, for me, it still was like, who the fuck are you? I have no idea. Okay, you decided to just backstab us. Okay, I guess I'm gonna poke you with my stick.
I will be safe.
Ha, my secret technique.
By the way, she's saying, I will be
Poking you
safe.
with
I am a goddess after all. I will be safe. No, that's why they're after you, idiot.
Yeah. I know a bit about Nier.
She doesn't
You
seem
do?
to be having much.
I know the main characters and one boss.
Oh,
That's the boss that's the bit I know. You know which boss I know.
do
Mark.
I? Have we spoken about this?
Yes. The opera.
Oh,
the
yeah,
alien
yeah.
opera.
You're talking about Automata.
Yeah.
Yes, the opera boss is a thing. Well, I would have appreciated getting a perfectly unspoiled reaction, but that's fine. That's a lot, quite a bits away. So, by the way, she's dropping some stuff here. Are you three blind to the truth? Can't you sense the passion in our soul? Again, something that is censored in the Western release. Furiai is romantically and sexually attracted to her brother.
Incest, 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 incest.
Something like that, and that is portrayed as, hey, that's pretty fucked up, man. Because,
Pedophilia, incest, racism.
let's go. Gotta catch them all.
It's like, what is this before Games of Thrones or something? Incest.
I don't know,
Pedophiles
actually.
and whatnot.
Before the show, certainly, but I don't know about the books.
Yeah, I don't know the books either.
But
So
that's
this was
like, that's also like...
2003, right?
2003. But that's also like, here's this incestuous sister, or like with incestuous feelings. Oh, here we're actually meeting Verdelay for the first time. Like
I
Yoko
believe
Taro...
that 2 was early 3.
Sorry?
I believe that Devil May Cry 2 was early
I see.
2003. Like January or something.
So what fucked up information is on him then? What does he do?
Well,
Kick puppets?
Well, you can see something about him immediately, which is he's got his pact emblem all over his head. So, Kaim lost his voice, can't speak, pretty rough. Leonard lost his vision, can't see, that's also very rough.
He lost his hair.
He lost his hair.
That's not so.
That's all.
That's what he lost in the pact.
Why didn't he lose his brain?
I would have thought when the pact emblem is on his head that he would lost his mind or something. This is not too bad to lose the hair.
Not really. He got off a lot cheaper than the others.
Yeah, and what pact did he do with?
Maybe that weird witch from Adventure Time.
Who he pacted
wants
with?
hair.
The petrified dragon.
Ah, what happened to that dragon that he got petrified?
I don't know if we ever get to see that dragon, but he has a pact partner that is currently stone. He was also talking about how even the Empire soldiers deserve mercy. Man, you're a fucking psycho, Kaim. Says everyone.
Yeah, I agree with him.
Anyway, when Kaim has his symbol on his tongue,
Yeah.
shouldn't it be on his, like...
Vocal cords, maybe.
Yeah. Because he...
So
'cause
here's Inuart. He was
loses
captured and taken to a prison.
Then I could protect Furiai. I could protect her and make her my own.
Hey, look, it's a blob.
Take her in my arms.
It's Shadow the Hedgehog.
No man, my
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Sorry, I stole that joke from Clems. By the way,
Furiai, all mine.
I'll
When
show
you
you-
say Shadow the Hedgehog, I think you mean Edgy Gamer Hedgehog.
No man.
they're the same.
Oh, that
By the
strength
way,
behind the voice, or like
that voice is speaking like his inner mind.
Me. Furiai.
What he longs for, because he's super in love with Furiai. And you might have caught this earlier, but before she was made the goddess, which is like you're made into that. Before she was made into the goddess, they were supposed to get married. And then when she became the goddess, she's forced into celibacy.
Be killed by a strain.
well, his inner voice is very monotone.
Yes, by design.
She is just a normal woman.
That voice, by the way, you guys ever seen Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah.
If she ceases to be a
Cosmo.
goddess, can she become
That's
a
that
woman
voice.
again?
Oh god.
For many
Now I have a different image in my head.
Impressive voice range, though.
Indeed. I think that's the case at least.
that comes from a pact with a dragon.
Kyle, Chaim could help.
Chaim, allow him to bathe.
It's quite good voice work actually, even though it is monotone. Like it's directed monotone.
She is my bride. She is my bride. Her kisses are mine alone.
It's a pretty toxic mindset, my dude.
Very.
I had strength.
So he's aiming to make a pact with a dragon just to have the strength or something.
This evil Shadow the Hedgehog motherfucker. Oh, red eyes.
Red eyes.
Very nice.
Is he gonna be the baddie?
Oh, he the bad guys. He's gonna sit there later.
By the way, I don't know if you ever caught it, but the seal in the forest was totally destroyed.
Yes.
Master Anakin, is he gonna be the baddie?
What are we going to do? I'm a British child, bitch.
Yeah.
There we got it as well. Desert, sea, forest. Those are the three seals along with the goddess.
Closest seal is the desert temple. You must hurry there. 3 temples and a goddess. They are all that protect this world.
And it's very non-specific what they are protecting the world from at this point.
Yeah, they have not really told it.
And in fact, they might not even know. It's totally real though. Like,
Quickly, they must not destroy the holy place.
there's absolutely reason to believe the seals are important.
Alright, otherwise it would have been hilarious that...
Well,
oh,
there
the
you go.
seals are
They keep chaos from the world.
Ah.
Which actually isn't a bad analogy. Like, break the seals, open up the fucking Eye of Terror right in the middle of your
living room, but it's like,
continent.
okay!
No, like your whole continent is swallowed.
Yeah. Yeah.
IKEA just comes out with a new commercial. Now you can bring the Eye of Terror to your own living table.
Yeah, Tyler Durden bought some Eye of Terror for his kitchen. That's a really sorry I said that. That's really dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love dumb things.
Yes, you do.
Ooh, here's something interesting. The Seeds of Resurrection, he says.
The red armor of the enemy.
That's gonna be an important plot point.
Be careful.
Sea of Resurrection. Alright.
We'll get some lines about that as well. Red enemies are magic resistant. Not towards your party members though. If you bring in your party members, you can magic them just fine.
Magic resistant or magic immune?
I actually forget.
That armor design on the red enemies, it looks a little bit hilarious.
Does the fire breath count as magic attacks?
I'm not sure, but it is. The red enemies are resistant to that as well.
Okay.
Crew rolling up.
Oh!
There's a lot of people falling over in these cutscenes.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hey, maybe these shades just wanted a cup of sugar, who knows?
Yes, indeed.
Destroy the spirits of hell.
Spirits of hell!
I always find that weird when you're in like a fantasy setting and someone says something about God or hell or heaven. Like, wait, what's your frame of reference when you say hell? What are you actually talking about?
Yeah, do you have one hell, or do you have another place, or do you have 7 hells, maybe?
Do you have a fire hell where burial is king?
A message, sire.
Yeah.
The Imperial commanders have appeared on the battlefield.
And this is also the start of where the Red Dragon, who still hasn't been named by the way, when she starts getting a bit cocky about their abilities, which is a kind of nice progression. Also, she likes to spout like philosophical bullshit and then tell them they will die. She does that every now and then.
Yeah, well, why not?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So yeah, once again our heroes totally fail.
Yes. You could not do nothing. You just fail.
and they found Inyard's harp.
What the fuck happened?
What happened? They failed.
No,
Like,
but
it's-
like there was a big noise.
It's the dogs. They're playing in the stairs.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. One big noise.
It was lying on the desert sands.
And none of them really.
Highness,
Like, Inyard
does the
isn't
good
like a
world
strong
know
guy.
how the
He
desert
is.
seal is broken?
Like, he's got his music. That's like the thing he's good at.
What of Inuart?
And he's been saying like all until he went full evil, or like joined the Watchers or whatever. He's been like, oh, I wish I was stronger,
Can you hear that?
so I can be like Kaim, who's a sick ass murderer. I wish I was a sick ass murderer.
I'm gonna sell my soul to the devil.
Sounds like a plan.
Voice is weak and faint.
Oh, it's a
I
plan.
would not expect you to hear it.
That's a dog noise, by the way.
Yes, I know. Yeah, sorry.
No, don't worry.
This voice.
You're hearing stuff outside.
If we ignore it, the consequences may be grave.
Yes, my darling, I know you the door is locked.
Limits.
Yeah, suck it, old person.
Do you know from where this voice beckons?
Look at that spelling of jail.
Yale.
That's the like original old school spelling.
Yeah.
So a powerful yet strangely disturbed voice. A voice heavy with evil foreboding. Here the packed people here.
Evil.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Again, Party is coming down on Kaim about him being a psycho.
Yeah.
Like, why do they still hang out with him?
Yeah, no.
Man, dude, I hate you. Fuck you. So are you gonna leave? No.
He's too deeply rooted into the friend group to leave.
he's that guy in the friend group that everyone hates openly, but for some reason, no one is like telling him to fuck off. Woof. And now they're talking about the voice because they're hearing a pack partner person who's like clearly not well, but they're still heading there.
Well, of course. Oh, God.
Woof.
Red eyes.
Red eyes indeed. But these guys are not monotone. They've actually confused me for a while.
Long as it's a woman, huh? You're the odd one. Like it an elf like that. Have you seen her eyes? Pretty scary if you
I don't know if you hear that, but she's laughing her head off in the background, whoever they're talking about.
Sorry for her. Better for her if she had died with the rest of her family.
We're just gonna stand here and tell you all the exposition about this character. To nobody in particular.
Let's go settle her down.
Is this a new party member?
It might be.
Yeah, we got a crazy girl now.
Bloody hell! Fucking hilarious. I really find that delivery funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's our next person with problems that's gonna hang out with us. She's an elf.
Nice.
And those...
Hey, look, it's Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Fuck off.
What's the matter?
They're at the jail. They find someone who's made a pact with the spirits of water and fire. They're and that's also super weird. She makes a pact with two creatures.
It's like, yeah, they're not the same, so why does she get to...
Double? Does she have double the power?
I
Does she
don't know.
give up 2 things?
I don't know. No, I do know she doesn't give up 2 things. Probably. That actually, I'm not entirely sure about that.
Yeah, what is she giving up? She looks maybe her sanity.
You will find out. I don't know if you find out right now or if it's in her special chapter that you do find out. But she does lose something. Something that is important to her. Oh fuck.
The voice has become more unstable. If we do not hurry,
Dog noises intensifies.
Yeah, the old lady is upset.
Oh, is it the old lady?
Well, it is the old lady. She's upset because she's locked in here.
but the Empire will not let us by easily.
A light? I saw it.
I don't.
What is this voice?
I don't think we're quite at the point where we can talk more about her. But they are hearing her voice. Again, because the pact thingy. You're in the secret pact club. You're on the Discord server now.
Yes.
You're with the cool kids now. Where sanity and
You're with the cool kids. You're with psychopath, pedophile, racist, and just annoying bitch fairy. Oh, and this bald guy, I guess.
Yeah, who seems to have lost nothing. Then his hair.
He lost his hair. It was important to him. In fact, I believe there's like it might have been released with the third Drakengard game, but like a side story about fucking Verdale and how much he loved his hair. Like for real.
Well, it is fair when you think about it.
I suppose.
You too have a pet beast. What is your name?
Staring.
Adios.
Adios.
Oh, there it is.
Listen to your room.
Yep. Her pact prize.
Children here.
Fear not, they have been evacuated.
Oh, let's just listen to this.
So there are none here. A pity. They're so sweet.
She eats them, or does she just like them?
But an adult will suffice.
That's a pretty good guess. Yeah, she's totally a cannibal who prefers to eat children.
Well then.
So basically,
A psychopath, a pedophile, a racist, and a bald dude.
And now, yeah, well, a cannibal.
and now a cannibal. The implication is like, okay, so she went nuts because her whole family was murdered, including her children. She makes a pact. She loses her womb, her fertility. Oh, yeah, the dragon levels up every now and then, and it changes forms.
Or purplish.
Yeah,
Or
and the hornets look way less goofy now.
I.
No, but Ariosh, Ariosh eats children, and it's implied she does that to have a child inside her again. Because she doesn't have a womb anymore.
Okay, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think I actually heard of this one, and remember when I heard about it, I was like, what the hell is that? What were you smoking?
I don't know. I don't know what fucking...
In that case, can I have some?
Like, exactly, I don't know where Yoko keeps his stash, but I want in.
I want in too.
We've watched about an hour.
Yeah.
Feels shorter.
Oh, catch this.
Humans twist even the myths to their own purposes.
And then he doesn't ask anything.
Yeah, I would have asked this like, okay, can you clarify it then? If I'm wrong, can you know, okay?
He's like, oh, the seeds of resurrection are a thing. And she's like, psh, seeds of resurrection, and then refuses to elaborate any further.
Yeah.
Refuse to elaborate further.
Yeah. That's gonna date this video, isn't it? Fucking that meme. Though it's a pretty good meme, I'm not gonna lie.
Much like even old
May the
by
gods bless
today
us, their
standards.
poor children.
Yeah, it's been a thing for several weeks now. It's ancient.
Yeah, it's dead.
Fools, one and all.
There she go
Like
again.
when memes first started, it was like, oh, this has been a thing for like 3 months now.
What are you
It's kind of not funny anymore. I was like, hey, look, a meme. I saw not. Oh, it's the same meme. Yeah, it's not funny anymore.
By the time you've seen a meme, it's old.
The seal?
Yeah.
Broken? It cannot be.
Cannot be, it's broken. Oh.
What? Oh, and here we go with Ariosh's mission, which is called Ariosh's Madness.
No shit.
So yeah,
As
the Imperial
everyone is-
Armada are like, for no discernible reason, just tossing people in the sea, including children.
why is there so much like children hate in this?
Oh boy, we haven't even gotten to the real children hate. Like,
Oh no.
and we probably won't until ending... Is it ending C? Where the real children hate starts showing up? Fucking this music as well. Fucking chopped up and mixed up symphonic stuff. It's pretty great.
So is the first game longer than the other?
No, it's the shortest.
Is it?
Yeah. Like BuffMaister, who's made this excellent, what would you call it, compilation of the story scenes. He's also made Drakengard 2 and 3, the movie. And Drakengard 2 is like 5 hours, Drakengard 3 is like 9 hours.
I am impressed of this person's tenacity in
Absolutely.
to collect everything together and then compile it. Oh god.
I would say that Drakengard 2 feels even worse to play than Drakengard 1. Oh yeah, and people stand on water for no discernible reason.
And then Arios, what have you done with the
Oh,
children?
catch this.
So sweet. So sweet. The cute little children. No need to worry. I will take care of you. So sweet.
Nom
So
nom.
she's totally eating them right now.
Yeah, it looks like it.
he,
He just collides in.
Slides in.
He just slides in.
They were killed.
by the Imperial forces and cast away into an ocean of blood.
And there shall be no more children for her.
The price for our pact was her womb.
I'm still not entirely sure why they showed up for no reason and just made a pact with her. They don't really have... I don't feel like they have a character.
No, they just there.
Yeah.
Like
So they're like... So the party is like, oh shit, Oreos, you're eating children? That's pretty fucked up. We're not kicking you off the party or anything though. Let's go to the next place.
Yeah, it should be that giveaway that, yeah, you're out of the party now. Yeet.
It's like...
Like,
fucking
why are
cannibalizing...
these people friends?
They're not. They're just a party.
Why? They hate each other.
They need to save the world though.
Yeah, but a dysfunctional party doesn't save anything.
Well...
Oh, that's why we can't do Shin in
They've saved...
Strahd.
Well, let's think about it. They've saved... Okay, wait, no. They fucked up. The seals are broken. Like, the third seal now is broken. Leaving... Or is it?
Yeah, it's something that the seal is broken.
Where is the temple seal?
Regrettably.
Ah, there we go.
Wait, hasn't 3 of them been destroyed now?
Yep, 3 out of 3. Leaves only Furii, the goddess.
And man
Yeah.
doesn't break the seal. Only his foolish games never end.
And the dragon is like, yeah, shit sucks, it's all humans' fault.
There's no prize from the goddess.
So they have like a mind link they can talk through, right?
Yeah.
Well, the pact members can, I guess.
Yeah. So why do we never hear anything from the main character?
Good question.
Actually, good question.
Because he can talk in their secret Discord server.
I don't know if he can, or if like because
Maybe
you're...
only the dragon can hear it.
Who
Or
knows?
just like he forgot words. But then how can he understand them?
He got so angry he forgot what words are.
Another dragon?
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
And he just drops down and is like, wee!
Indeed.
With a dragon? That means you have made a pact.
He probably gave up his heart because Edgelord.
Come with me.
Not exactly.
The world will be better now. You need not be the only sacrifice.
He has been broken.
Gamekeep.
I'm not weak anymore, Kyan. Why are you staring at me like that? I'm strong now.
Fucking backs away. Holds up his hand. It's like, I'm strong now though.
I traded my songs for strength.
There you go.
So he sacrificed his song.
He sacrificed his ability to make music, I guess.
Phineas and Ferb like slides into the seed. You still got rhythm though. And they do a musical number about it.
Fuck. Now I'm just... No, I don't want to picture Inyart in the fucking library music number. A pre-rendered cutscene.
Yay.
His sword has a weird design because look...
It looks like it's trying to be a lance, but it's not.
It's like, okay, he's covering up the rear edge, which is like a weird thing, but sure. You want to make a double-edged sword, a single-edged sword, fine. But it actually goes above the tip as well? Why?
Hey look! The black dragon is evil and the red one is good.
Is it? The red one is racist. The black one is evil, the red one is probably a little less evil, maybe. Who knows?
Lesser of two evils.
Yeah. That's like the thing though. That's why the party is so fucked up. It's like the lesser evil.
Like in any other game, this party would be the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh hey, it's the same dragon that ate his parents!
Sure is. So,
get pissy now!
So how does Kaim solve his problems? He tries to murder them.
Yeah.
Just fucking opens his mouth to scream.
Nothing. Words coming
no
out.
Noise.
Oh, it's like from that. It was a book and then it turned into actually a video game.
Yeah?
I have no mouth and I must scream.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, seen a playthrough of that. It was really long and very fascinating in a way.
I have played that game.
Nice.
It's one of those old weird click and point where you have to like rub everything on everything else.
And talk about it, it's like, oh, you're making noises, old man. Shook. It's like you took a little bit way too much time. Ooh.
So like Verdale always starts to like chant spells. He's a creep fucker.
Yeah.
Like his motivations are actually like, I'm an incel. Like
I'm an incel, I'm angry, I'm gonna take this woman.
Yeah. Though he drops it.
This woman is
that's
my
a good
property
line.
now.
Yeah, that's a good line, a world without song.
Yeah.
Hippity hoppity, this woman is now my property.
Pretty much. I haven't really thought about it, but the way the dragon folds up its legs is like...
Yeah, and a little bit of an edge from under it. It's like, well, I guess that's a good way to reduce reduction when flying.
That fucking warp!
How?
How?
Just... that out of context is
Look
crazy.
at that.
How?
Look at that impotent rage.
Yeah.
And then he starts pointing the sword at party members.
It's like, oh, you Yeah, he's bad. I'm not even gonna ask.
Only anger fills my heart. What right do I have to preach to others?
Is this the right time to have a crisis of faith, my dude?
Yes.
I mean, on the other hand, like... So, like, there's not really any real-world equivalent, but it's like... The seals are like big religious things. It's like... I don't know. It's like someone is out murdering the Pope and, like... What would you even compare the seals to? It's like someone's destroying holy sites all over the world.
Yeah.
And there's also a prophecy that, like... Or, like... There's also the idea that the holy sites are actively protecting the world from evil.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah. It might be a good time for a crisis of faith, actually.
Especially now, the only thing keeping chaos away just got kidnapped by an incel.
That's the ultimate evil. Incels.
Yeah.
Kinda.
He just needs a neckbeard and a fedora and then tip his hat going, my lady.
A little bit. Like Virgin.
Lady?
Like Virgin.
Yeah, like Virgin.
Yeah.
He has a katana. He's a hacker. And he has a fedora. It's perfect.
It is. So, like, Verdelay is both like, hey Kaim, you're a fucking psycho, you're a psycho murderer, I hate you. Hey, can you also scatter this army real quick? Like, alone, and just murder everyone?
And then go right back into, you're a fucking psychopath.
Pretty much.
Like, hey Kaim, murder those guys. Oh good, it's done. You're a fucking psychopath, Kaim.
Oh, here we go. When Verdelay starts talking about subhumans.
Yeah.
And like, you should really kill those subhumans. I hate them. Like, I hate that you're a murderer, but these things don't deserve to live because they're not full humans.
Yeah,
like, you're
he's saying that.
fucking Verdelay, you're all over the place, man.
Yeah.
Can you be a little consistent?
Wait, not like that.
Don't enjoy it though, but do it.
Oh.
And then fucking drive the finishing blow into their retreating backs. That's not a very heroic thing to say or do. And here she goes with the poetry, like... the game almost goes too far in like, hey, murder is not perhaps the goodest.
Yeah, but everything is going back for so hard, I'm getting a whiplash.
Kinda.
Like, I lost track of what the fuck was happening, like, in the beginning.
Well, the beginning was like, Empire and Union are fighting. And then it's like, okay, we gotta save Furiae. We saved Furiae, kind of. But they're still after her. Also, they're after the seals. Oh fuck, we gotta save the seals. Ah fuck, we failed to save the seals. But we did pick up a pedophile and a cannibal.
And priest that goes back and forth on his
yeah.
alignment so hard I'm getting a whiplash.
Yeah. Although I think you can. I don't think you actually have to recruit anyone to get the first ending. Which is again, the fucking structure is confusing.
Those red boys.
Hmm?
What are those?
There's some kind of goblin, I guess.
Yeah, goblin.
And he spoke something about ogres.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh.
Yeah, big boys.
Okay, so elves and humans are the two races that aren't beasts, so they can't make pacts.
I don't know if elves are like considered humans or beasts.
Well, consider that this elf did make a pact towards the cannibal. Is an elf, or was I wrong?
But can like a dragon make a pact with a fairy? Is that a thing that can happen?
I don't think so, but I'm not sure either. The rules for pacts are super weird and loose.
And it seems to break itself when they want to.
Like when he stuck the sword in the ground that way, I almost heard the vroom vroom from the revving.
I appreciate that you have been ruined by me. So they somehow read the memories of that beast thing, and now they know of a fortress, and here comes golems, I guess. So this game isn't the most structurally sound in its storytelling.
It seems a little bit OP sitting on the dragon and shoot away, because there seems nothing is really firing that much on you. It's like an occasional arrow. That's it.
The air-to-ground missions are like... Yeah, the dragon's really strong. Though there are areas where you have to dismount and the dragon can't go. And now they're actually starting to think about like, oh, they're like puppets. That's kind of weird.
It's all right. It's all
Is this what I think it is? I don't remember.
Maybe they're all... maybe they all made a pact with like the big dragon.
Here's a new name.
My beautiful child.
And the cannibal's just like, child?
That's very important that she says, I love only you.
Fuck, this thing going over my house.
For some reason, my dog just got excited with this.
There's gonna be a few noises. So here's child bitch, Sarah.
Why don't you answer me? Wake up.
He's probably the worst character now, but he's like the least liked character by the creator himself. He said like in the past that maybe I went too far in a few places. He was like George Lucas.
Is Sarah going to be a party member?
He might.
Because we have a cannibal that eats children.
We do, and a pedophile.
And then just...
Here comes child. Enter child.
I would question it hard, even if I wasn't murdered psychopath. I will question it hard.
Like who's... Except the priest dude. Vertebrae.
You're a big boy, hello.
There's no one left in our village. Mother and father aren't even here.
He probably made a pact with that big boy.
Yes. And what he gives up in his pact is quite interesting.
You'll go to the place where the cult is? Take me too. They took my sister.
Golem, you made a pact with this child?
Are you stupid? So yeah, Golem talks like a slow person.
Well, he's stupid.
Did you catch that? He gave in his pact. He gave his time. He will never grow, never pass on. That's actually fucked up when you think about it.
It's very fucked up. Even though giving away all your time is basically saying, well, you're gonna die in 3, 2, 1.
That could have been it as well. It's a good thing that's not what happened for him. And he's like talking about, well, then I become like the little hero, which is like a folk story for his village, or maybe for this region, or whatever.
And even the dragon is like, why are you stupid and living in basically a castle of clouds?
Fucking humans, I hate them.
So
now we picked
being
up child
stuck as a
bitch. Now
child
he's a
forever is not too bad. But still, enter child into this fucking party.
Yep, he's in the party now.
No, it's a bad idea.
It's a very bad idea.
To the Empire.
It's like, hold up, time out. What's going on?
There! Over there!
So this is again back in time. Also, Sarah can't be recruited on the first playthrough.
Some clue about where Mana went.
And then we get the name for his sister, Mana. Remember what what we got in the flashback audio from his mother?
The valley is
I love only you,
Did your sister
she says to Sarah, when he has a sister.
No.
Wow.
Mother. But anyway, that's what
Yeah, I smell fucky. Really fucked up.
There might be something going on.
Maybe it's just a case of favoritism, just like in Devil May Cry.
Well,
With
What-
Virgil and Dante.
didn't we establish that's not actually the case though? In
Yeah,
Devil
but
May Cry?
still, he can make things...
Nice to show you the ball.
Sorry,
She's licking her chops.
but I'm so excited.
There she is
You
again.
came all this way to help find my sister. Thank you.
Oh, the child is so naive. Why don't you go get yourself devoured by an owl?
She's like actually saying it as well.
Yeah. Oh.
Look, it's a living building.
We were looking for my sister, but then these mad golems suddenly came out and attacked us. Help! I find it funny that the like chapter description is like written from his perspective.
Yeah.
To play against us.
We waste our time. Time. Finish them quickly.
So
The puppet masters revive.
there are golems as well in this world. Like
You must destroy the wizards first.
the world building for this game is super weird.
How did that urchin survive?
It gets a bit better with additional information from 3. 2 kind of makes it worse in a way.
Like, no characters are likable.
You don't think? Honestly, the pedophile is like the most morally good guy on the team.
Yeah. Somehow.
Somehow.
Priest Boy.
Priest Boy... Kind of.
Kind of. He hasn't done anything really.
No.
He's just been a bit...
Except,
He's been a bit
except for-
racist.
Mana a lot,
There we go. There we go.
but only Mana. Never me.
Oh.
There are more details on that in there's like also a lot of like extra content for both Drakengard and Nier games, where there's like audio dramas and like short stories and stage plays for fucking Nier Automata.
There are monsters on the ground. Be careful.
But there's at least one side story where there's like explained that actually a guy barges into the birth of he barges in to Sarah's parents and he's like, you're gonna have 2 kids, one of them is gonna be a fuck, one of them is gonna be a good guy, and then he refuses to explain further and leaves.
What's wrong?
And that's why the mother treats one of her children really well and the other really bad.
A spell possession.
It's more complicated than that, but that's basically the gist of it.
Sounds like it, but it still is like, why?
It's
Here
still
was
bad.
the golem, like, smaller.
I don't know, maybe.
No.
By the way, he's being possessed right now, the golem.
Yeah, I heard.
I wasn't sure.
City.
Sometimes you need to catch back up. Oh, fuck, you missed.
Damn.
You almost murdered the child.
So close.
So close. Is this the punch? Oh, the punch is coming up.
Punch is coming up, and he misses.
City. Golem, please.
Bam.
Almost did it. Almost got him.
So
Next
you're gonna
time.
post this on your channel, right?
That's the plan.
Are you gonna do multiple episodes or just...
I don't know at the moment. Maybe.
Here. Go on. Hit me.
Who knows?
But I'm intending to upload the, like, if I do it in parts, all the parts are going up the same day.
It starts hitting the dude.
Yeah, fuck him.
No, don't let the cannibal get close.
She's like, oh, is he dead? Is he dead? So yeah, power of friendship and all that. Which is what Yokotaro actually means when he's like saying he went too far with Sere. He's like he's too much of a goody two shoes compared to the other psychos.
Yeah.
Like he clashes with the others too much. Even though that's the purpose, was to bring in like an actually pure, good-hearted person. Oh yeah, and actually the explanation is a wizard did it.
Of course, a wizard did it.
I am all right. Don't hurt the golem.
Yeah, goblins.
Yeah, and they got like tribal bone armor things, I guess.
Yeah, just like Ratbag.
Oh yeah, Ratbag.
Kill the wizards. It's the wizard's fault. The golem doesn't like it.
They keep saying that.
I have golem.
Sere gets kind of like grating after a while, a pretty short while.
Yeah, I noticed.
And he's probably my least liked character.
It's your most liked character.
My most liked.
I almost prefer the cannibal at the moment.
It might actually be Leonard, because he's like pretty complex guy with a good core. Like, okay, so let's not mince words. Fucking touching children and being like sexually assaulting children is like amongst the most horrible things you can do. Be feeling attraction to children and being like remorseful about it and hating it is kind of
And just
to finish that thought, feeling like those urges and like being, oh no, I don't want to feel this, is kind of tragic and doesn't necessarily make you a bad person if you don't act on it.
There was a guy who was a pedophile. He cut up his dick in a prison because he felt so bad about it. 2 times actually.
Fucking, it's rough being a human being.
Hey, look, it's green goblins.
I know.
The best type of goblins.
Sorry about laughing at the gameplay, Mr. BuffMaister. You're a cool guy. I appreciate it. But that was kind of funny when you got shot from like a mile away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I cause a lot of...
Who the fuck was him as a prize?
I don't know. Monsters who eat kids.
A talking goblin. Finally, some dialogue from a goblin.
Look at those lip flaps.
Yeah.
Fucking, those are jaw flaps.
I'm not useless. I don't grow old, so I can save up time. I'll save the world, just like the little hero.
Again with a story.
We don't care about your fairy tales. It's true. Mother said it's true. Golem said it's true.
The time you're needed will never come, Urchin. You're a burden on everyone. All you're good for is to be a prize.
I appreciate the goblin just chewing him out.
Yeah.
Goblins.
Who in the hell are you?
We are here for Seri.
Only I can have him. Oh no. Sorry about that. And again, like, they take every opportunity for a pot shot at Kaim's murderous tendencies.
Yep.
Seri, please be safe. Kaim, do not give up.
I suppose a nice little Colosseum chapter isn't bad in a game, though it's a lot better if your combat system is actually fun.
That Kaim, for whom does he brandish his sword?
Well, how does it feel to use your sword to save people?
Fucking psycho. You guys still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You gotta be quiet.
Yeah.
Viggo?
I'm still here.
Good.
I'm just focused on the thing.
Sorry,
I see.
I always cause such trouble.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
That scream.
Oh no, we were faffing about with this child bitch. There we go.
Only the goddess remains, the very last.
Oh, maybe the force seal wasn't broken until just now.
Huh.
Oh well, they still failed.
Yeah, they still failed.
Oh, it's my fault.
Yes, it is. It's your fault.
I wanted to come.
100%.
I wasted your time.
Yes, you did.
Fools. What has been done has been done.
Yes. All right.
Oh. Planning a sword right at the first child's throat.
Like fucking a couple of inches away.
Mm-hmm. And now it's like, don't fuck my sister, let's go.
Yeah, but I don't want to fuck my sister. She wants to fuck me.
Yeah, wrong person, but okay.
Well, it's unclear if he feels the same way back.
Yeah. Pre-rendered cutscene.
Yes. Of very, very generic looking fantasy armies.
Yep.
That's you saw that logo?
Mm-hmm. With two faces.
Two faces with one eye shared. That is the emblem of the Cult of the Watchers. That's pretty important.
Okay.
Empire.
And they're like robotically, like that animation isn't just because it was simpler to do it that way, but it's also because they're like robotically in tune.
Like puppets.
Yeah. Pretty much. Ooh,
Oh,
here
hi!
we go.
The fuck?
Yeah, everyone stops.
Everyone was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck are those really?
Yeah. They're one-eyed war monsters. Before them, the Union forces can only turn and flee.
Yeah, no shit, if I saw it that far away, it's like, yeah, no, I'm going home.
Yeah. Probably the worst thing about these is that they have all that like scaffolding around their heads, but you can't actually go. You never get an opportunity to go on those scaffoldings. Like you never get to Shadow of the Colossus. You can only fight them from the air.
Yeah.
The Colossus is fun.
Yeah.
It is, it's a very fun game.
Even now, fucking pot shots all over.
Yeah.
Lord Kaim attacks the Empire. Soldiers, advance. We must not let him fight alone.
Like, look at that sword.
Yeah.
Soldiers, show them the strength of the Union.
By the way, these enemies do not do the thing where they like stand around and wait and attack one at a time. If you're playing and they actually do dogpile you, they'll fuck you up, like for real.
It's nice that they even have the
the guys with a target, say where it says target on their head, or
Yeah.
like they have a yellow thing next to their life bar. They're like squad leaders, and they also have better AI, other than just being tough.
Nice.
I pray that it will be so. The commanders have appeared. If they escape, the battle will not end. Kaim.
So look at that kill count in the bottom, by the way. That's like Dynasty Warriors is famous for very high kill counts. This is not quite there, but it makes a point of like, man, you're murdering shit tons of dudes. And she's like, well, wow, this is really easy. This is too easy. But above them, a cataclysm gathers.
So now Kaim has another sword.
Well, he has a cutscene sword.
Okay.
Then in gameplay he uses whatever sword you have equipped.
Judgment is at hand.
So yeah, not all cutscenes are stellar, let's say. But the pre-rendered ones are pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good for the time.
Yes.
This
So
just looks like a generic fantasy battlefield.
Very much so. This is not very generic though.
Boom.
Just fucking nukes them.
Yeah, that's a nuke.
Absolutely.
Another nuke?
Yeah. Like that feels like... That looks like fucking Terminator 2, the way it's framed. People throwing up their hands like, oh fuck, and then just falling to pieces from the shockwave.
Yeah.
So yeah, magic nukes.
That's a thing.
Yeah. That's a thing in this game.
Nukes.
Ah, I do not understand. It cannot be. Has the last seal been broken?
The blood of the goddess has been spilled.
Fucking... Kaim just beats up party members all day.
Yes, for no reason at all.
No, for the reason that he implied that maybe his sister isn't safe. And he just kicks the shit out of him.
Your sister isn't safe. We gotta save her. Oh, what the fuck did you hit me? That's basically what it feels.
Yeah.
And the fucking Empire soldiers start rising from the dead.
If the mere
Awesome.
the seal's destruction.
Yeah, this is where we get like less and less generic. There's also like, I don't know exactly where it is, but it is implied that this red sky is actually what the sky is by default, like in this world, and it was only blue because the seals were intact.
Well, why not?
Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Grotesque beasts slouch upon the earth. This is hell.
Again with the hell. What do you mean?
Tell us, priest.
Tell us your secrets.
Lord Kaim, what is happening? Lord Kaim!
I guess everybody's freaking out at the moment.
Pretty much.
What is that?
When the dragon is like, what the fuck is that? Then you should be concerned.
Yes. Flies towards the fortress, it says. It's like a Laputa flying sky fortress.
The hands of man cannot
Not seen Laputa fortress in the sky or castle in the sky.
No.
Is
you
it worth
probably should.
seeing?
Yeah. As much as any other Ghibli movie, I suppose. Which usually means yes.
Yeah.
Like, House Moving Castle is beautiful in its imagery
Yeah.
and animation, which is why I love it.
Well, they're
but
all.
I also-
Most of them are great from an animation perspective.
I believe the first Ghibli film I watched was Porco Rosso.
It's a good one. My first film was Grave of the Fireflies, and I never watched it again.
I've not seen Grave of the Fireflies.
So yeah, they were like going to the Sky Fortress. Now they're like, oh no, there's an Ocean Fortress. That's where we gotta go.
Why is the Ocean Fortress more important than the
Because
sky?
that's where Furia is. Or so they say.
How do they know? Though.
More dragons, by the way, are showing up now that everything is getting fucked.
Yeah.
It's kind of important.
but the dragons still get fucked.
Kinda.
Because there's only 2 good dragons in the whole world.
Kind of, and one of them is stone.
No, one of them ate the main characters, Kaim's parents.
But that's not a good dragon, or do you mean like... What do you mean?
Yeah, I was sort of wondering also.
Powerful dragon.
Okay, I thought you meant like morally good.
No one's morally good.
No one's morally good in this
I
game,
suppose.
except for Leonard.
Sere is a child who hasn't done anything wrong yet.
Yet. And
One
will
day-
never do anything wrong because they're gonna be a child for the rest of their life.
Well, children
Well,
can do
not
things
even, not
wrong.
even, well, actually, not the rest of their life, the rest of time.
Pretty much.
Cutscene.
Yes.
A space bridge?
How does he know about space?
No. They know about like physical space. It's not like an outer
Yeah.
space thing.
Still, someone with a medieval fantasy-ish with your magic, look at it as like space bridge. It will not be the first thing popping out of my mouth.
Perhaps not.
A portal.
I'm questioning so much.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's-
shut up, kid.
There's a lot
I
to
don't know what's
question.
happening. I'm just going with the flow.
An evil cloud. What? Is it having a frowny
Well,
face?
the thing right now is that they need to save Furiai. If she dies, the world is fucked. And here's they're like, oh, she's in pain. Shit's bad for her.
There are a lot of bad men inside the fortress. Be careful.
And they're like trying to find her, and it's not going great.
Yeah,
Like
I noticed.
fundamental plot. But it's still like, this is ridiculous, but not for the reasons that they want to be ridiculous.
No?
It's not like Devil May Cry ridiculous. It's not in
Well,
the same,
they never
it's not in
never
the same
wanted that.
vein. I know. It's more like all our characters are bad guys. Ridiculous.
Kind of.
Now there's no kill count, it's a timer.
Yes. There are a few such missions, mostly at the end of the game.
Certainly be at the sanctum. Look further within. Could the goddess be? No. It is
And right here is mostly like navigate this labyrinth as fast as you can.
Go left. Always go left.
That's usually
When
a
in
good
doubt,
idea.
go left.
Perhaps
Yeah.
not when you're being timed.
Yeah.
This is clearly the same room as the one used for the previous cutscene.
Yep.
Like, these missions feel like padding.
It really feels like it.
It's like, oh no, we made the game too short.
By the gods.
And again with the gods, who are you talking about? I want to
push
know.
I can see
And he falls over again.
the seeds of resurrection are already on the earth. The goddess, she...
Kaim just kicks and punches a blind dude.
Yeah?
Because he talks about his sister. Oh my goodness.
I understand.
Yeah?
You must see for yourself.
Well, he takes it chill. I would be a little bit pissed. It's like, why did you slap me, you bastard?
Well, Leonard is a pretty chill guy, all things considered. An old enemy. Now, who might that be?
I wonder.
I wonder.
The fuck?
Priestess, let me have Kayam.
And here she wakes up on this weird creep bed.
What the fuck is on the...
Of the Watchers.
What the fuck is on the bed, really?
Why is
I'm not
there a
entirely
little
sure.
child
It's
right
like a
there?
bunch of stuffed animals, maybe, that's been stabbed.
I feel love. Love for the Watchers. Love for you. But who are you?
So yeah, the whole red eye thing is kind of fucking him up.
Yeah, and who is the child over there, or person?
That is the priestess of the Watchers.
Huh.
That's about what we know now. It's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog with the deepest voice is
Yes.
a child.
It's a child indeed.
Child woman.
So now here's your basically Virgil fight, but in Yard, which honestly not a bad fight.
Looks really awesome.
Is it like Credo levels good or
No, it's not that
Okay.
good, but for this game, which doesn't have the best gameplay, like the dog fighting is okay. The dragon dog fighting, Dragon's Dogma fighting, no, that's a different game.
like are the flying mechanics in this game?
They're pretty
Do
decent.
they actually work?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, and
It always
you'll notice as well how like the reticule moves independent of the dragon, or like the reticule doesn't move super fast and the dragon swings after, sort of. Like there's a lot of little touches that make the dragon feel like heavy in flight,
Yeah.
which is nice. It makes it feel like it doesn't feel like you're flying a paper plane that happens to look like a dragon.
Great.
Also, this fucked up music is kind of great. Yeah, we know.
So are we gonna watch the movies for both 2 and 3 as
No,
well?
Jesus, no.
Okay, good, because I don't have that kind of time. Actually, I do, but I don't want to have
You
that kind
can watch that if you feel like you want to after finishing this one, but for the purpose of playing Nier, we just need the last ending of this game. And for that ending to make any sort of sense, we need the rest of this game. So,
Yeah.
they couldn't fly to the Sky Fortress before, but now they have an air current to follow because Inyard flew up. Now you get your fucking Death Star assault thing. When was fucking... oh, what was that good-ass GameCube flying Star Wars game?
I don't remember really.
Well, there was a good one. Ah well.
Ah well.
So yeah, this fortress is completely impossible. And even though this game has like the world here has like a little bit of practical magic, everyday magic, this is way beyond any of that.
Yeah.
I don't know if this would be considered like low fantasy, not really. But it has like a... I don't know, it has this vibe of like... Not everyone is living in magical fantasy land in this universe.
Magical Christmas land. Now he's not murdering the shit out of everyone. He's
No,
just
because
jumping
he's on a
along.
timer.
Yeah, so they used it.
If you wanna be like that, you can say that the like canon version probably has Kaim slaughtering everyone, because that's what he does. But
Yeah.
in gameplay terms, the safer thing is to jump. Just jump everything. By the way, I wanted everyone to hear that.
Save the goddess. Save our world.
Be a hero.
Ay, ay, ay.
Again, they tried to censor it, but it's still kind of almost there. The whole incest angle.
Yeah.
That running animation isn't great.
It's not that bad either.
No.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, but
Running
it's
is
a little too
surprisingly
stiff.
hard to do.
Yeah.
It is, and I even tried it. It was
Yeah.
not my thing.
I've done 2D animation cycles for walking.
Yeah.
That isn't as hard to do.
3D is really hard.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've tried doing 3D animation, but it looked like shit.
So he's like yelling with no voice, but it looks like he's yawning.
Yawn.
So yeah. Does that look like anyone to you?
Oh, is this the sister?
Sure is. Mana.
Hmm.
How did she manipulate her voice like that?
I believe there's like 2 voice tracks running, and they like shift them over every now and then to show that she's like
Possessed.
She's only mostly possessed. And we're totally too late, by the way. Furia is super dead.
Of course. The world is gonna end now. Ah.
Kind of. The seeds of resurrection have been sown, so says the dragon. The seeds of the resurrection threaten to appear on the earth, suppressing his rage. Kaim turns from Mana and flies away to stop the sowing of the seeds. So, like, we don't have the time to fuck around with evil child priest. She's the ruler of the empire, she's the destroyer of all things, the instrument of the gods, she's the fountainhead.
Well, she got short, basically really mistreated by her mother, so of course.
Just dancing around
Yep.
those.
We're getting to the point where this game gets really absurd. Like, it hasn't been really that absurd up till now, is the implication of that.
Does it get Devil May Cry absurd?
Not in that way.
Yeah, your obsession is dead.
What have I become?
What have you done?
I broke the seal. Now she's useless.
I feel like it's an... Oh yeah, and he just kind of slaps her on the way by.
Yeah.
Did you catch that, by the way? The Watchers laughed. The Watchers laugh. Changed the tempus. Which is like a super subtle thing. All this cutscene.
For you. I did it all for you, and yet I could not even sing for you. Was this all for myself?
Yes.
Did I? You.
Hmm.
Watch you dance. Such fun.
The Watchers dance. La 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 la.
Okay, that's disturbing.
La 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 la. That's
Just
great.
spin to win.
La 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 la. The Watchers dance. La 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 la.
It's really great. I like it a lot.
Free rendered cutscene.
Yes. It's taking her body.
Oh no!
Necrophilia!
And
We
this
got
is,
all the Philias in here.
and that's like him not possessed and weird and evil.
Yeah.
That's just his normal self.
The goddess will live again.
Okay.
The seeds of resurrection are sown throughout the world, and the end of time draws near. Freed from Mana's curse, Inyar takes Furia's cold body in his arms and resolves to use the seeds to bring his love back from the dead. So that's what he's meaning to do with the seeds of resurrection. Oh boy, that line.
Die, die, die!
You get that one many times if you do... If you do this fight like and don't win immediately, and also if you're trying to like get all the endings, you have to do this fight multiple times. I think.
Nice.
I forget. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I only played this game to ending A. And then I looked up the rest of the endings, because it's not that fun to play this game.
Yeah, smart thinking.
I also considered briefly that we would watch, there's a few good videos, some of which are made private but can be found on other places. Valkyrie Aurora made some good like summaries of the Drakengard games. And if you want a more comedic tone, you can watch Mr. Klemps on YouTube, who's done a series on all the Drakengards, which is quite good. And I also stole a couple jokes from there, like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Nice.
Shout out to Mr. Klemps, good stuff. Although his Drakengard video was quite early, and he's gotten a lot better on at the whole comedy thing, I think.
Sometimes I need some warm-up to be able to do comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, kill the dragon.
Yeah, Mr. BuffMaister decided to include the whole fight, which I think makes a bit of sense for like the movie experience, as it were. And she's like really feeling herself now.
Yeah.
We're nearing the first ending, and like despite them being very like we have to do this or die sort of thing, the whole pact thing worked out pretty well for the Red Dragon and Kaim.
Yeah.
Again, still no name for the dragon.
Yeah.
She does have a name, and we will hear it, but I don't think we get it in this ending, but the next one. It's kind of important.
He flies to the city, so does he seek the seeds?
Yep, he wants the seed.
Yeah, bring her back, and I can only see that not gonna go so
Are the
well.
seeds humanity's salvation or its destruction? Nier has gone alone to try and resurrect Furiae. As hope fades from the world, Kaim flies to the Imperial City. He goes to destroy the seeds and to exact revenge on Mana.
Ooh, the dragon model is different now again.
Is it? Oh, maybe, yeah, it is. Is this I'm not sure, but I think this is level 3. There is a 4th level that is just called Chaos as well.
Nice.
The seeds have appeared. All the races of the world are hurrying to find them.
Verdelay still tagging along, still spouting exposition. Very good.
How exactly?
Ah.
How does every important character stay alive?
The plot armor, I guess.
Plot armor.
But also it's like they're very
AC 10 plus your relevance to the plot.
something like that. Also, it's like we hardly ever see them like in canon. Like you bring them into the missions, you bring them out, they fight a little bit, then they go away. They're on a timer. By the way, look at the architecture in the city below. This city is not very explained in this game, but in Drakengard 3, it's like, yeah, this city just appeared out of nowhere.
I still love the la 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 las.
Absolutely, it's great. This city with very boxy architecture, tall buildings, and straight lines just appeared one day in this fantasy universe. Pretty interesting. So the worm, the super mega dragon.
It's like a
The house of the children.
dimension.
The myths come alive.
There we go.
With a big fat
Yep.
tail and hardly any big wings.
I'm gonna be back in like 10 seconds. There are children screaming outside my window.
Really?
Battle the sacred dragon. Let go! Cannot warn me now.
So that's an interesting line. You cannot warm me now. Do keep that in mind. That's towards Kaim, because he was like hugging her tighter.
I'm back. I know what they said.
Yeah.
But, like,
we were saying that it's kind of interesting because like when she's like, no, I can't fight that. That's like way beyond us. And Kaim hugs her tighter. And she's like, no, you can't warm me now. We'll get back to that because there's some stuff going on. We'll talk about that.
How
In the
long are
meantime,
the ending cutscenes?
ending cutscenes, they're not that long, the actual cutscenes, but it's like, so like we're already, I'm not entirely sure where the branch goes. What the fuck are you talking about, Verdley?
No, like, character in the party die at the end of this.
What did you say?
There are no important character deaths.
Not so far.
Like there's the goddess girl, but like that was expected.
Yeah.
But if...
Well, you gotta remember as well that for the first ending, you can get here without recruiting anyone for your party.
Can you?
Yeah. No characters are... for the first ending, no other characters are mandatory. You can go back and recruit them later. Or you can just not play the game anymore after you're done with ending A. If you think that's it.
I thank you, Kyle. I have become far stronger than I ever imagined.
So they've gone from like hating at each other to actually being on very good terms.
You seem so.
Now they fly to the city, to Mana, to revenge. She begins to feel, the dragon feels strange new emotions for this man.
Oh, it's gonna be a dragon X human relationship?
That's a pretty good guess. That's a pretty good guess, my man.
Like donkeys and dragons I can get behind. Humans
I know
and
what you're
dragons?
talking about.
Nah.
Hey, look, a beholder. Just straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Implying that he, like, communicated. So, like, he does somehow communicate to the dragon. It's unclear if he uses, like, words or if they're, like... It's weird what the rules are for the pack communication.
Speak perfectly either, but he can still understand words. So he can't think words, but he understands them.
Probably.
What is the implication?
Who the fuck knows? The implication is we wanted our character to be mute. I think that might be a Seed of Resurrection in the background. They come in different sizes.
Even I am buffeted by the storms.
Are you hearing that music? They're like intentionally doing like effects.
Yeah. It's kind of grating into my ears.
A little bit. Fierce and merciless struggles. There's Mana. She stands before the altar, guarded by devil spawn and spirits.
They must not reach the altar. Stop them.
Well done.
Mana is protected by
Hey look, it's his
evil
child.
spirits.
Kill it.
She's protected by evil spirits. He can't touch her.
I wanna hear more. La la la. Yeah.
Watchers, they speak.
They speak. La 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 la.
Whatever you do now, I cannot be defeated.
Such evil hatred in a child such as this.
When you think about it, if she was treated well, I don't think she would have turned evil.
No, that's the implication as well. Like the whole prophecy thing. One of your kids is gonna be a fuck ass. It's like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, that's the best way to even get it to happen.
Yeah.
Clicks are pretty good for the time.
Pretty good. Last Mana stands alone. And now, sometimes these kind of spoil the cutscene that comes after. And that's exactly what that is. Oh wait, no. Consequences for my action. Fuck.
Oh fuck.
Please, I am the hierarch. This is my duty.
Wow, he looks weird in the pre-rendered
A bit.
cutscenes. I'm gonna hit you with.
Oh, his eyes seem so very fucked up.
Yeah. I don't think he's supposed to be blind though. Those magic symbols as well are recurring in the Drakengard series, as well as Nier.
Hi, dragon!
And some people have speculated, because I believe there are 4 different symbols repeated among those. And some people have argued that they might correspond to like DNA sequences. So I don't think that's what his spell was supposed to do.
Well, she's big now.
She's getting bigger. She's big and she keeps getting bigger.
Because a demon is her friend.
She breaks the seal and becomes a giant. What monster is this child?
I appreciate the characters are as confused as we are.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this? And it kind of looks like they just like sized up her model.
Yeah.
Like it's not very. It's not that high poly exactly.
It doesn't look great.
It doesn't look great.
It doesn't help it that she almost smiling and sounded like I was like, no, that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't like that she's like a child and she sounds like.
Well, that's probably intentional.
And now he's talking about Gaia. It's like, is that one of your gods? But give us concept behind it.
No, fuck you. No world building for you. So, because the dragon, like I said, the dragon does have like a lot of weight to it when you're flying. Makes it pretty hard to dodge those circles.
Yeah, it does.
True, buddy.
Fucking sick ass boss team. Ba 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 ba.
Why isn't there no battle music?
There is music. It's just weird, fucked up, chopped up symphonic music.
It is. Is it?
Weird. Those voice lines.
Yeah, by a big man shouting for his mother.
Brother.
And she survived that. Somehow.
Somehow.
Oh, stupid, all of you! Fleeing the resurrection! The gods are watching. It is their last judgment. We will be transformed. We fear nothing. We are loved.
Just push.
Everyone's in on it. Everyone loves pushing and kicking children around.
Yeah.
Kill me if you want. Come on, warrior. Kill me. Kill me. Don't hold back. Whoppity whop. Kill little mana. I don't mind. I am
So at this point, you might notice that she doesn't slip back into the deep voice.
Yeah.
Which kind of implies that she's let go now and starting to like feel the weight of everything she's done.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they.
Then kill me. Kill me. Just one big smash. Oh, don't hate me, Mother. Please. Please, I'm gonna die, you see? Or you can do it. I don't mind. Kill me. Kill me. I don't mind. Kill me, please.
just got this chance.
Everybody's
Kill
just
me.
dead.
Please fucking kill me.
You will not die so easily.
So yeah, Mr. Big Murder Man is like, oh, she wants to die. Well, then I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of just holds back on with his killing.
You will suffer under the unbearable weight of your crimes. You are beyond hope.
No, Mother! I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Fucking harsh. When the supposed heroes are like chewing out this child who's actively like asking to be killed.
Yeah.
We must find a new goddess at once.
You might also notice that we have kind of dropped the idea of Inyart going to the seat of resurrection with Furii. That's not really gonna play into this ending.
Kaim, I am tired again. Warm me as you did before.
So yeah, they're actually it's more explicit in the Japanese, but Kaim and the dragon are totally romantic lovers now.
Well, okay, sure. Monster fuckers, do they exist?
Yes.
Do you know
Dragon
what
fetish
you
boy.
offer?
You had best do it.
There's worse fetishes.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's offering to become the goddess now. Like, okay, shit, the seal is broken. We can make a new one. It is over. Awaken from the spell of the gods. Mana pleads, blah-de-da, Verdley. The dragon says, I shall be the seal. A dragon offers itself to mankind. That's like the point of the ending A, is that the whole experience somehow made the dragon grow to like not hate mankind as much anymore, because she fell in love with one human. So Drakengard 2 kind of follows this ending, but also implies that some things of ending B happened. Now, as I mentioned, Nier doesn't follow any ending until ending E, the very last one. There are A, B, C, D, and E, 5 endings.
Okay.
And Drakengard 2 is actually not a direct sequel to ending A, but some weird sort of hybrid of several endings. Which is kind of weird, but I guess it's fine.
And that's blood dripping.
It is.
Angelus. My name is Angelus.
And in the Japanese version, her name is just straight up Angel.
Nice.
You are the first and the last of your kind to know my name.
The dragon in the second game is named Legna, which is just Angel backwards. So there's like a theme going on.
The first or the last, because he heard it at the same time as Verbre did.
Yeah. So I don't know what the fuck that is all about. The fucking purple sphere.
She's an egg now.
I don't fucking know what that is. It's like when did that happen to Furii when she became the seal?
How come she's still a human then? I was like, oh,
Is it
Yeah.
your will that we should live on?
this is weird.
Weird.
Yeah. And as you might notice, most of the party isn't here because they don't need to be unlocked for this ending. And there's Mana just off to the side.
Yeah, being creepy.
I wanna die.
I'll drop a little
says
bit of a
Mana.
spoiler for the second Drakengard, but Kaim totally makes a point of dragging her around to all the seals. The anguish of an unsmiling watcher, ending A. Kaim totally makes a point of dragging her around to all the seals and showing like the slaughter and all the dead bodies, many of which he is directly responsible for. And then telling her, this is all your fault, you're a bitch.
I killed all these people, and it's your fault.
Basically.
Basically, oh yes.
Uh,
That was a very interesting story.
yeah, but you haven't gotten to the crazy part yet, though.
Yeah.
It hasn't gotten weird yet.
Alright.
Well, it has, but it hasn't got the weirdest it gets.
No, certainly not. No, but I really hope people don't stop. Like, I know for a fact there were people who stopped at ending A of Nier and of Nier Automata, even though after ending A of Nier Automata, the game specifically says, this is not the end, by the way. There's way more. You're not like halfway through the game yet. You keep playing. And even then people were like, oh, I saw the end credits. It's over.
It happens.
It happens. A lot of here's a lot of instrument players, like so even though the sound is all chopped up and weird, and here's some sampling. Got some Dvorak, you got Mahler, yeah, you absolutely
Mozart, even.
Yep, Tchaikovsky, Wagner, all the good guys. Yeah, you totally got the Planets by Holst. US recording. I was looking at the IMDb page, and pretty much all the English voice actors are listed as uncredited. I don't know if they're actually the English voices are even in the end credits, which is kind of fucked up. Like credit people when people do work.
Yeah, but it was a different time way
I
back.
Suppose.
Yeah.
So, but when we get to the end of these end credits, I'm going to pause this and we're gonna get back to it. But we've been watching this for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and we're gonna need a break very shortly.
Oh yes, I'm gonna need a break.
I don't know what that means. Like I said, I intend to upload all of it, even if it's in parts, on the same day, which should be the same day that Nier Replicant, the remake, comes out. I'm not gonna remember what it's called. It's like version 1.25267. It has a weird name, and the best explanation I've read is that it's like the square root of 1.5.
Okay.
Which is okay, sure. Why though?
It sounds just as weird as the numbering sequels for Kingdom Hearts. It's like, okay, 1.5, 1.5.2. It's like, what?
365 over what is it? It's like 365 over 7 days, something like that.
Yeah. It's like, sure, you can be creative and have different things and different thoughts and whatnot and inspirations, but come on, be a little bit realistic.
How long are these end credits?
They should be over shortly. There's Mr. Yokotaro, who's a fucking madman, but I love that he's making games.
Square Enix, hello!
Yep.
Square Enix.
The second game was actually produced by Ubisoft in the West, but Square Enix in Japan. Anyways, we're gonna pause it there and we'll be back.
On sacrifice's purpose, will a new shrine be built by the hands of the gods?
And that was also part of this ending, which we sort of missed. Chapter 9, Requiem. Now we're getting into ending B. The cold body of Furiae held in his arms, Inyart flies to the seas that lie in the Imperial capital, hoping to stop Inyart's unholy ritual. Let me just check real quick my audio. A little bit down. Yes. The Seas of Resurrection, if you remember. And if you remember as well, when Verdelay talked about the Seas of Resurrection, Angelus was like, psh, resurrection? That's stupid. There's a good reason for that.
As it usually is.
We got one nice and big.
It wasn't my fault Furi I died.
It looks like an egg.
I'm not responsible.
A little bit.
Or it's not my fault, You fooled me, well.
What do you intend to do now?
Still your fault.
Yes.
I will bring Furi back. The seeds will beget a miracle.
Miracles cannot be asked for. It's useless.
You lie. I don't believe.
I don't know, there's something about that line delivery. You lie!
You lie!
But I do kinda like it still.
Have you thought of what will become of the world?
I don't know what I think of his voice in general.
As long as Furi is with me.
I mean, it's not poorly acted or anything.
Without Furi.
But he's got a certain cadence.
And he's gone mad.
A little bit. Why you always gotta be like that, Angelus? Why is it always gonna be like some deep philosophy shit?
Because why not?
Is that what you want to say? Is that the extent of your love? This time, Kayam, I win!
Yeah, he gone mad.
Or he was
He's
always
cooking
like
for
that.
cookbooks.
Like, that's the thing with Drakengard and the series in general. Did he go mad or was he always like that? Well, he's
Good
at least...
question.
He's broken by despair. He will resurrect Furiai. Kaim takes the air to pursue his friend. So now, one more dragon fight.
So he's like deranged now.
A little bit.
How do you get this end?
How do you get this ending? You unlock it by unlocking more weapons. And basically it like branches off, like instead of going after mana, they go after Inyart. Which, like, both courses of action kind of make sense from a character's perspective.
You belittle me with pity and thwart my every dream.
Like, it makes sense both for Kaim to want to go after mana, and it makes sense to go after Inyart at that point.
You conflate love and murder. That makes it
Still with the racism.
Yeah. But what do I else expect from Angelus?
Yeah.
Like in the second Drakengard game, it's the same cast of main characters.
Some of them return. The ones that survived ending A return, which is most of them, but they're not like the main. Like the hero is brand new, but the other, like, I don't want to say too much because you might actually enjoy like looking at the movie compilation, or hell, even finding the game and playing it if you're that crazy. But you play a different guy called Noe, something like that.
Human who enters a seed shall be saved.
Uh,
Do they speak the truth?
No, but Drakengard 2 is probably the weakest game, and it's probably because it's an entirely different director and writer.
Is 3 the strongest or?
I don't know. Like 3 is weird. Like there's a lot more like 3 has a lot of this weirdness, but also the weirdness of like fourth wall breaking comedy, like mixed in with everything else, which is like odd. It's also
It sounds very odd.
It also got like an even more like it's got even more like sexual stuff and less, and I feel like the sexual stuff in 3 is less, it's not as well integrated into the themes and story and whatever. It's like, I don't know, like there's a whole guy who like 90% of his personality is that he's a masochist, like that sort of deal. It's not a bad game, 3. I don't think. Well, the worst problem with it as a game is that it runs like shit. Like the frame rate will dip into single digits when there's a lot of enemies on screen.
Well then.
Which is your favorite of the bunch, Bob?
Including Nier.
No, just Drakengard.
Just Drakengard. The first.
Nice.
So yeah. Furia totally did die because of him, so now he's risking everything, it says. So yeah, that's City, which just appeared out of nowhere.
And now burning a bit.
Quite a bit.
Pre-rendered cutscenes.
Yep.
Look pretty good.
This is well, let's just see how it plays out, this cutscene. It's quite special. Also
Big
with
golf
this,
ball.
with the seed, you can also see like this whole video is a bit stretched because it wasn't supposed to run in widescreen. Nevertheless, I think this is a good way to experience the story. But you can tell from that egg that it's like squished. That seed.
Yeah. I just expect something really fucked up come out of it.
You think? Well, it's looking pretty good so far.
Nice. No.
Very high. You have returned to me.
Something really fucked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great, I love it.
It's not just me who think that, oh, this is not gonna work. It's gonna be something really,
Of course it's not gonna work.
Yeah. Resurrecting people never works in any show.
Very, very rarely.
Very rarely.
And when they try it, things go really wrong.
Oh god, her eyes.
Yeah.
Look at those eyes. Like, bouncing around.
Yep, she can look at many things at once.
Is that the goddess? Must we battle the goddess?
So yeah, that's the final boss of this ending.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
And I really do appreciate Verdelay being like, really? Do we? Come on, man.
Suddenly his faith is tested so hard.
Yeah. And she's got summon swords.
Yeah, summon swords.
Every character is better with summon swords.
Yeah. Fucking Dante has summon swords now.
Don't hit this video too hard. I don't know when it's going up in relation to DMC. But yeah, Dante has summon swords in 5. It's great. So like, I think I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but Yoko Taro was always like, he didn't like the idea that you were rewarded in many games for, like, a lot of games have like more than one endings, especially RPGs. Usually they involve fighting more, fighting harder, and he's like, that's weird though, because you're like rewarded for killing more people. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, you talked about that.
Yeah, and so he's like, okay, so we got the one ending that's kind of sad. Like they didn't, like Furia wasn't rescued. She in ending A, she died.
Yeah.
And here she also died and comes back as a monster. It's like, Okay, you did even more fighting and murdering, so you get another ending, but it's worse. Suck it, player who bought my game.
Yeah.
It's just gonna get continually worse.
Might.
Like in ending E, it's just rocks fall, everybody dies.
You know?
Now that would be a little bit too easy. How about a nuke?
Not exactly, but both of your guesses are not that far off, to be honest.
They nuke them with rocks. Asteroid!
Asteroid is a good guess, not gonna lie.
That's basically what asteroid is, a rock nuke.
I mean, it's not nuclear, but yes, it can be as devastating or more devastating than a nuke. Really depends on how big it is, and how fast it's coming, and what angle.
There is no end for us. But still, you battle on.
I don't quite get what that means. There is no end for us.
Yeah.
Kaim stands alone, holding the remains of Furia in his arms. One after... okay, fuck. Stop spoiling the cutscenes with your text.
A modern city.
That is the same city they were flying above. It's only now, like, blue skies. Oh, dog noises.
Dog noises.
Dog gone... Fuck. I tried to make a bad joke, then I regretted it. So yeah, when it happened to that seed, it happened to every seed.
Oh fuck.
So like that timeline goes on, but goddamn are they fucked. Flowers for the Broken Spirit, which has... It has one of my favorite songs for the ending that is super weird, and I like it because it's super weird. Like, are you hearing this shit?
Yeah, the beat is like weird.
You got like, you guys got headphones on?
Yeah.
It's like jumping.
I know.
And you also got like polyrhythms, kind of.
It's not comfortable for the ears.
Not really, but that's kind of what I like though about Drakengard, is that no, we're not gonna make it comfortable for you. Tokyo New City Orchestra, that's it. Tons of people. Tons of good musicians. And this is what they make with those musicians. Fuck. Where did I put my... Where did I put my phone? I want to know who the composer is. Oh well. I'll find out eventually. Like they have all those samples, but someone had to be putting it all together.
Yeah.
Nobuyoshi Sano, is that the guy that just scrolled by? He did the one song though. This is interesting. Opening movie development staff suggesting they had like this whole team just for the opening.
Well, the Japanese are quite famous for doing a really good openings with pre-rendered scenes.
I mean, that's a great way to catch like the audience attention.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure the intro movie for like Zone of the Enders was its whole own thing, and it's really good, and it's got the good music and everything, and a couple of lines that are not in the game I remember.
God, my head hurts. It just
great,
bounces.
Though. It's great though.
Why do you like things that that aren't great.
It
You
is
say they're
great.
great.
I like it. I think it's good in a bad way. No, wait.
In a masochist way.
No, it's like there is rhyme and reason to it. And I think with the like this sort of harsh, repetitious, almost like alien robotic. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, they're totally extra much.
That together with this vocalization that's like really great, like really soft and like, I don't know, human in a way. I think the end product is really enjoyable. There he is again, Yokotaro. A name that not everyone recognizes when they're playing a game. Oh hey, the director, that's like the guy who had the idea, whose like vision resulted in this.
Turned into a stake, will hold the world in a basin of fire.
Again, kind of a weird statement, but yeah.
And
now we're going into ending C. We're kind of at the same point where we were at the seed.
Please. Let me
But
die
something different will happen now.
together with Fury. Beg of you. Can this be happiness?
Because now Inyart never makes it to the seed. I believe the difference is like this is immediately after the dragon fight, and you like beat him way harder, way faster, so he's like he can't put her in the seed.
Yeah. And there's the little creepy shit.
Yep.
Almost. Not much longer.
And that's like, I believe, the biggest seed among them all. I believe, according to Drakengard 2, that one is special because it's the biggest. And if Inyart had put Furia in that one, it might have actually worked. Maybe.
Maybe.
So that's a very unclear... there we go. Chaos form.
Chaos.
Chaos.
It was never level 3. It was just level 2.
There is a level 3.
My brethren devoured her. A human priestess's untruths cannot warp a dragon's mind.
So yeah, she summoned dragons and they ate her.
Humans do not know why we dragons came to be. A baby smiles in the bath. It wants to stay in the water, but the seasons must change.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What? Are you high?
Does she mean like it will stay there for a year? And the seasons change, so the water's heat changes? I don't fucking know.
But do pay attention, because she just like... Okay, let's break the pact. We're breaking the pact now. That's apparently a thing you can just do.
Yeah.
Like, the logic of pacts is weird. So yeah, she's like, okay, you're getting too baller. We can't have that. So we gotta fight.
Well then.
So yeah, Angelus is the final boss of this ending.
Nice.
I
was expecting something.
And now Kaim can speak again. So I bet he has something really important to say to Angelus at this point.
Is he just gonna be quiet?
He will speak. He does have something to say. I'm not sure though when it's coming. Fuck. I'm trying to set it up with timing and stuff, but I'm not doing very good.
It's never easy.
No. It is coming though. There it is. Yep, that's pretty much all he had to say.
It's like, is that all? Okay.
I have no idea what he says in the Japanese. I feel like something was lost in translation.
Perhaps.
Did you hear that super generic sound effect that everyone uses? The ching!
Ting 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 ting.
You know, you can hear how sharp a sword is by the sound it makes.
Ding!
Yep.
I mean, that sound effect is better than Berserk 2016's clang.
It is. Oh yeah, we did share that video, right, with that collected all those sound effects.
Yeah.
I still don't know. It was a dumb idea to use that sound effect so much. I don't know who's responsible. Again, not gonna poke fun at the guy who put in a lot of effort to make this whole video, but my man is getting hit by like all of those.
Yeah. He's lucky that he has a lot of life on him.
Yeah. Fuck, does this game have a
How
level?
does Kaim get so powerful?
He murders a lot of people. You get good at something when you do it enough.
Yeah, but how does that increase his endurance to like subhuman?
What do you mean subhuman?
I think you have.
You can fucking take so many fireballs
It's fine.
and just tank.
Do you mean
them.
superhuman?
Yeah, subhuman, it means you're below human.
Yes.
Yeah, listen to what I'm thinking, not what I'm saying.
I can't read minds, mate.
I
Can't
know,
read
I'm just really
minds.
tired. I didn't get any sleep last night. Or I did, but it was not a lot.
Same.
Because I don't know how to sleep.
Same. So I feel this music is a little bit much. Like this fight, I don't know. I feel like they wanted this fight to be real epic and grand. It's not really working. It's mostly running back and forth, smacking the face. It's certainly not like a Dragon's Dogma boss or even a Dark Souls boss.
Yeah, it's not the same. And I have played at least Dark Souls 3 and the shit the bosses there.
There's at least one pretty good dragon fight in 3. I remember.
I haven't played a lot of Dark Souls.
I always think of the hairy crocodile doggy thingy in a water-filled basement. That one for some reason I liked.
Huh.
But it's because I got chased by some random dude and killed him down there.
So. Kaim totally wins.
Totally.
Oh.
Yep. The struggle is won, the dragon's blood spilled. As Kaim destroys the seed, not a trace of fear or doubt clouds his face. Outside the temple, 1 million dragons howl as they rise to begin the annihilation of mankind. With battle lust shining in his eyes, Kaim runs into the light.
What, he's planning to kill every fucking dragon?
That's how he solves his problems. Like, the problem now is there
Look
are
at that
dragons.
stretch there.
Yeah. Wide
Well,
egg.
it looks like a wide egg then, so.
So I'm guessing they love each other even in this timeline? Or like this ending timeline? Are they timelines? Maybe? They are
I am Kaim.
yeah. So that's something you can do as well, apparently. Just cut it and it just becomes runny.
Like the rules are not well established.
Not exactly.
If it was a D&D game, I would say the DM is drunk.
Yeah.
I would say the DM probably had rules established and then forgot them.
Yeah.
That's how it usually goes for me.
Yeah.
Well, at least there aren't loose plot threads.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Beautiful. A companion's eternal farewell. I believe Mr. Klemps nailed it when he said that the Drakengard 1 soundtrack was good, but not exactly a tasty jam to pick up ladies and gents at the club to.
No. Unless the ladies are deaf.
I wouldn't... That's okay. Because, like...
This
is amazing. Like...
It sounds like a bad version of the ice cream truck.
Oh, like here
It,
comes...
it actually makes my teeth itch.
Yeah, weep,
What?
weep, whoop.
Somehow. The music somehow makes my teeth itch somehow.
I don't understand why they made this decision.
It's
I'm
cool
confused.
though, I like it. Like... I don't know, maybe it's just because
Just
I
because
like...
it's a ballsy move, it doesn't make the music good.
I like... Maybe I'm just nuts, but it's like... I get a lot more... I have a lot more leeway when something is different and original. Because like... This
For
might...
me, I'm sensitive to noises, so...
Yeah.
So that's why my teeth are itching in this one. Like seriously, it's like someone's tickling my teeth, and I don't like it.
Well, at the very least, I can promise that I don't remember the ending D song at the moment, but I can at least promise that ending E will be not painful to listen to.
I can hope so.
Weep, weep, whoop. That's the noise.
Let's see, Manual of Errors artist Haruka Miyake. Gary Ashia. There's the composer. Gary? His name was Gary? Ashia? That feels like that feels like a stage name. Like it's not entirely unheard of some Japanese artists choosing like an English sounding name as a stage name.
Yeah, never unheard of. Ah, God, I miss this music.
Sorry.
Torture for entertainment.
You know the scene in The Grinch when all the Who's are making noise? That's how I feel.
Kinda.
They just take an air horn, walk like...
No,
walk
but
like
it is a sample.
And then boop, boop, boop.
No, that does sound like a trumpet, perhaps with a mute, or what the fuck are they? It could be a what would you call that in English when you're playing the French horn and you just shove your whole hand in there?
I never had to learn how to say that in English.
No, I'm not entirely sure how to. I don't remember what it's called in Swedish even. I've done it. But I don't know what it's called.
Finally, the music is over.
Pitiful child shall defy the hands of the gods, and a door will close.
So that was voice acted.
Those were all voice acted.
Yeah, they all are.
Are they?
Yep.
Cool.
Let's
Maybe
see, are
I'm
we
just-
getting into the crazy stuff now? I think so. Yep, we sure are.
Yeah, they are. But that one was Angela.
Guy, I've been flown to a different place.
So now we're gonna get to the point where this game gets really real nuts.
Come when the seals break. Do they bring good or evil?
That's just so on the nose. I don't know if that's supposed to be like... Because like the Sky Fortress and the Ocean Fortress have like the exact same tile set. If I remember correctly, they even have the same layout, only different enemies.
Watching Cannibal Woman beat some shit up.
Yeah?
Answer if you can hear my voice. Tell me, are you safe?
So, this is actually before Furia is killed. And they show up here.
We have little time left.
I kind of like...
Is this because we don't save the kid?
Don't think of me as a traitor, kind. We are creating
Sorry, save the kid?
No, is this if we skip saving the kid or something? It almost feels like it.
I'm not entirely sure. Again, it's just like unlocking weapons.
You mustn't stay here.
Unlocks new endings. I find it kind of funny when he's like, he doesn't say anything, his face is plain, and there's like, but they mark his emotions with exclamation question mark.
Yeah.
The Watchers do not laugh. The Watchers must not wake.
So,
Actually,
yeah.
when I'm seeing you that on the bed, it looks like a plush. But they had knives through them.
Sorry, it looks like...
Plush on the bed and they're having a knife through them.
Oh, check this out, by the way.
She said the line. La 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 la.
Forget the seal and help me.
Stupid man. Please help me. Help me. Please. Hold me, my brother.
So you might be confused why why Furia is upset. That's because in the Japanese version, Mana is basically laying out, like, exposing her incestuous feelings, which they tried to censor, which means that scene makes no sense.
I'm no goddess.
I renounced it. Please. Please, my brother. So, you failed at playing goddess. Now what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there are plots with knives through them.
I don't know what that's all about.
I think she has issues. Actually, I don't think. I know she has issues.
Yeah. So, so again, this makes no sense in English, but in Japanese it's like, he's just heard how she's all about that brother dick, and he's like, oh fuck, I don't want that.
And now she's like, I'm gonna kill myself out of shame.
Yes. Which makes zero sense in English.
And it's quite impressive she is able to do that because there's a solid bone there.
It's quite impressive.
Quite impressive.
So the reason Yoko Taro wrote her that way, he's gone on record saying like, he fucking hates how common and pervasive incest is in Japanese media. Especially, there was one series in particular that caused him to want to write that, which was, it's a series of light novels, I think, called Sister Princess, which is about what you would expect it to be. So he's like, fucking I hate it, let me write my own incest story, but everyone hates her and she kills herself.
The seeds will soon be sown. The world is in grave danger. Quickly now, let not her death be in vain.
Yeah, so he just like, kinda stops.
Also, quite impressive that she's still standing.
There's I don't know what that see-through pillar is supposed to be like. Earlier she was like drawn to it like a magnet.
Oh.
And now they're back to the fortress to actually go after Mana.
That voice. Could it...
And in the level you have to like... There's several of her and you have to find the real one.
They do not become ill. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Yep.
The Watchers, they sing. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Stop it! Don't hurt her!
And in this ending we have the party.
Smack.
No! Golem, stop! You don't understand! Mana is my sister! It's my fault that she became like this! Mother! Be strong, Mana! Mother, she's already dead.
So even though we saw him be like, oh, you're gonna wake up, right?
Don't miss the Watchers.
Fucking eat shit, Sarah.
Yeah. La 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 la.
So like, he has accepted that their mother is dead.
Silence.
Yeah.
You cannot kill me.
I am Omega.
I am loved. Loved by them. More than anyone else. See? Humans still don't know what they really need. Stupid.
They're all stupid. Salvation lies before them.
This is a kid calling everyone stupid.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
It actually is quite creative that having two voices and then go back and forth.
It is. I quite like it. By the way, you can kind of tell here that they're not only brother and sister, they are in fact twins.
Yeah, they look really similar.
Yeah, they're the same age. Of course, they can't be identical since they have different sexes, but they're very similar.
Now is the time to feel the
Well, this cutscene is great.
A deep love. A great love.
A love powerful and formidable. A love that crushes like a mace. La 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 la.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, that's just a like instant bam death.
Innocent?
Unless...
I don't know about that.
I don't know about innocent really.
I said instant.
Instant. Oh, sorry,
instant.
sorry.
Yeah, instantly.
We're having a little trouble hearing each other compared to if we were in person. Sorry about that, but it is what it is.
What's happening? Can that child truly be a god?
Blind boy.
Well, she was the emissary, like, she was the voice of the Watchers. And the Watchers, now we've been hearing a lot about them. They're obviously a big deal.
Yeah.
And she's somehow not completely dead.
How the hell?
No gods or kings, only man.
All is well now.
And then Inyart went on to change his name to fucking Andrew Ryan and make Bioshock.
Very I. We will give birth to the world. Though paradise is lost.
Give birth to the world. Well, there's gonna be some kinky sex.
I don't know why he's this way in this ending. It's fine though.
As the dragon becomes
And also in this ending we get the Chaos Dragon.
Yay, chaos.
Chaos!
And that's also the title of the chapter. And boy, fasten your seatbelts.
Okay. Fasten my seatbelts.
I'm putting down my taco, which I've been silently eating this whole time.
You're not fucking ready for this.
Like actually though. I also have a drink here. Hey,
The
look, that's the whole ass
fuck?
baby. It's a big ass baby. It's raining babies.
And it's not even hallelujah.
The best type of rain.
No.
Why are there flying babies coming out of the sky? I don't understand anything.
Well,
Are they the Watchers?
they just might be. And they're big.
Yeah, the hell.
With the instrument of the gods now dead, reason and logic in the world collapses. From the sky, grotesque beasts begin to fall, and the banquet of destruction begins. Into the madding sky flies Kaim, ready to battle the monsters, till he can draw breath no more.
The most ridiculous it gets.
Now we're getting into the most insane stuff.
Yeah, I love it.
This world is beyond the truth of the gods. Not even they can know what will become.
Yeah. And the flying demon babies, between levels, they like changed their rules. Like how much life they have, how much damage they do, if they're magic resistance. Like they're deliberately switching up the
Well.
rules.
Chaos.
Yeah. And that's the word they're gonna be using, grotesqueries.
Mysteries. Yeah, that's a word I hardly hear about.
And this, by the way, is what I meant when we're getting to the real baby hate, the child hate. Because, like, now the whole thing, this is sort of bringing the whole theme of, like, children being, like, twisted feelings surrounding children being brought all together.
Yeah.
Like a giant buffet for her.
Yeah. Or so you would think.
Become one, my beautiful children.
Yeah, she's gonna die.
This is her ending. Basically.
I fucking love, like, all the characters are like, what the fuck is going on? I'm terrified, as they should be. The music is going nuts, everything is fucked. Like, effectively killing
They have teeth! Why do they have fully grown teeth?
Yeah. Yeah, they totally have teeth. Like you said.
Oh, I hate it! No!
The greatest of feasts.
They're gonna eat her. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fucking
So-
Bowser.
So I read very
Why is he sad about that? She tried tried to eat you! Like multiple times.
Don't worry about it. So I read recently that in the original script, Ariosh was supposed to be eaten by, you know, baby-sized babies. Just like hundreds of them.
Oh, that's a big one.
It's a really big one.
More.
It's also not a
excuse me.
baby.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like this is straight out of a fever dream.
Yeah.
Floating weird babies with teeth.
To clear a path. Go now. I shall stay.
No! I don't want you to go. Why can't you
Oh,
go
don't
with
fuck-
Hey, don't talk to the pedophile.
No, that was exactly what I was thinking.
He's like, please don't touch me.
Don't stand so Don't stand so close to me.
Yeah, I will not die. Yeah. Okay. You started wondering, where can they run, really?
Oh, the entire world is fucked.
Yeah, they have nowhere to run.
Well, actually, that's not entirely true.
Oh, yes!
So...
Yeah.
Oh, he's about to drop a great line here.
Death need not be the end of hope.
Oh god.
I genuinely love that line.
Yeah.
Death need not be the end of hope.
Yeah.
No, but actually, at this point, like, they're all originating from this city. So at the moment, they're like starting to spread out. But if they can end it now, they could potentially stop them from spreading too much. They call the big one the Queen Beast. In the text. Queen Beast.
Was it because of me? I am sorry, Kyle. I cannot enter this place.
So yeah, an excuse for having an on-ground fight.
The battle does not end here. Kyle, are you alright? No, only the giant monster remains.
A bit too weird, even for me.
You think?
The world will be swallowed. What is that? What warps the great time?
Okay, so they're about to pull some bullshit out their ass. He started talking about the great time. And Siri is feeling something. Why could that be? Do you remember what the price of... There we go. The price of Siri's pact was time.
The great time. Perhaps our last chance.
So I don't know why they think this will work or what they think they will accomplish. It almost feels like a bad Star Trek episode where they like technobabble some solution at the last moment. But we're about to see what's gonna happen. By releasing the Great Time Lock within him, Sarah can freeze the Queen Beast for all eternity. That's the plan. Because she's pregnant now.
Well,
what the fuck?
She's pregnant now. Perhaps with the time? The Great Time? I don't know.
Isn't it a she?
Yeah, it's a she.
Why did you say he was pregnant?
I didn't. I don't think, at least. I don't know. You think, Golem?
no shit.
Will you take me there? Are you sure?
The main cast
you almost
dies in the same episode. Woo!
You're almost wondering if I was thinking of Berserk as like giving birth to the new world.
Yeah, there's some parallels. Like, this whole thing can be like it's not too dissimilar from like the Eclipse.
A long time ago, there was a brave warrior who drank up all of time, drop by drop. He slept deep beneath the earth, forever young and strong.
And that's why he's comparing himself to that fairy tale.
Then the world became bathed in blood, and the hero awoke. Now is my time, he said. The hero who had drunk of time traveled to the ends of the earth. The hero grew old and weak, and he died. But his time gave the world a new life. The end.
I think that story is probably the most world building you'll get.
Yeah.
The heroes of the stories are the hopes of the tellers. The hero is in you too.
I'm so happy. Come on, fly me there.
I feel like things are being lost in translation here.
Yeah.
Impossible. What can one child do?
Well, what are you gonna do, Verdelay?
Yeah, they stand there and freaking out, probably.
Yes, I can do it.
You being super religious.
By the way,
And then Jesus comes down and just starts shooting bees.
by the
out
way,
of
I
his
forgot
eyes
to mention that,
going around.
but Sere and Angelus have the same voice actor.
Well then.
So yeah, she's gone beyond pregnant. She has unlocked ultra pregnant.
Yeah.
10 months pregnant.
Basically.
Maybe a year even.
She's in the 5th trimester.
Oof.
It's rough.
Yeet!
Yeet the child.
Eat the child into the mass of other children.
But look at him stick the landing though. How?
Oh, how?
How the fuck? Did you just not care about?
Gravity? Who knows? Chaos is all over.
It's not even that cool.
And then we get to see his pact emblem in the palm of his hand for some reason. I don't know what that has to do with time.
Will you forgive me now, Mana?
And that's what happens when he breaks the pact. I just wonder how the fuck they knew that would happen.
Reasons.
Because it would save the world.
I guess. But will it though?
I don't know. Would it?
So yeah, this is a zoomed out picture of the Earth. And that's the fucking spire.
Oof.
Do you see Italy down there? Do you fucking see it?
It's Italy.
That's because this is Earth. There you got Great Britain.
Well,
So that was like in the middle of Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Poland, maybe? I don't know.
Somewhere
The
around
wild
there.
dreams of a deluded child. So, with what we know of Drakengard 2 and 3, this world is Earth. Our Earth. And it only starts to divert in like the Middle Ages. When that city, that modern-ass city, shows up out of nowhere. And that's when things start going apart. I don't know how much of that was planned when this game was made.
I can just imagine the developer team is like, let's do this. This sounds so fucking funny.
Perhaps.
This ending.
Hell, I would do it. If I got
Yes, Viggo.
This ending is really weird.
It is
like
weird.
almost psychedelic.
And
It is psychedelic.
We do have one more ending to go.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Because this, I felt this was a little bit too weird for me. It was the baby teeth that did it.
Well,
I have seen weirder stuff, but then again, I did it when I was drunk.
I've seen
Get-
weird stuff. I just didn't like it. I like weird, but I don't want like psychedelic weird.
why though? It's cool.
I like big giants with fly heads and wings and stuff with tentacles.
Why can't you
That's my
appreciate?
kind of weird.
Why can't you appreciate giant stone babies with teeth and electro wings? I don't know if you noticed that, but
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
I noticed.
like the lightning wasn't random; it was like in the pattern of wings.
Yeah. Very weird, really.
So yeah, he released his time in Drakengard 2, which takes place after ending A with a touch of B, with a touch of something else entirely. In Drakengard 2, Ciri is alive and he's a child. Mana is also there, but she's like 20 something. They sadly don't interact super a lot, but it's like kind of interesting seeing the twins, but one of them is still a child.
Yeah.
Also, Mana's voice actor, I don't want to like toss shit at the voice actor in Drakengard 2, because it might as well have been the voice direction, but she's got the like most bored monotone voice I've heard like ever. It's insane.
Sure. His voice is so monotone. It's a stronger tranquilizer than elephant tranquilizer darts.
Kind of.
It's like fucking. He says one syllable and everyone in the class just immediately falls asleep.
I'm talking about Mana, but yes.
Yeah. I'm talking about my teacher.
Oh,
who is,
okay.
Like, he has such
a monotone voice.
I don't really understand how it's even physically possible.
I was watching, there's this guy, I forget his name. He's got a YouTube channel about like Japanese and learning Japanese. And he made a video where he was pronouncing something and the other guy told him that oh no, you don't want to change your tone, you want it to be monotone, because Nihongo wa furatto desu. And he's like, oh, you mean it's furatto? Yeah, it's furatto. Så man ska inte gå upp och ner. Oh, sorry, English. You're not supposed to go like up and down. Switching between 3 languages is hard, okay? So you're not supposed to go up and down with the tone. No, because it's furatto. Furatto. Which is also an English word, it's just flat. But it's furatto. Thanks, Q&A staff. Thanks for doing your job. A good Q&A staff is actually fucking key.
Yeah.
But like this music sounds really weird.
Yeah, this is like I'm not even sure all the instruments are in the same time signature. Or like the same tempo even. Which is quite interesting.
His Drakengard so weird.
So we have one more ending.
Yeah, let's do it then.
Let's first hear the ending quip, as it were.
At long last, the jumping hands of time will be halted by a weakling cast in eternal solitude.
Like, I think I understand those things, but who knows. So chapter 13, Truth. The queen beast continues to grow. We're back there, with Ceres' cries ringing in their ears. Kaim and the dragon dive down from the sky into the heart of the beast. They are engulfed in a blaze of pure white light, and together, blah 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 blah. Time and space. What world have they come to?
It's the end, the end.
And yet you do not pray.
To whom? What God can help us now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No gods have ever heard your prayers.
Oof. Oof, size large.
Yeah.
What does she mean by that? And why does he seem to understand what she means?
We will meet again if we live. But at least don't forget me ever.
So they will go away. I don't know why or how Sarah knew that.
Time lives hand in hand with good and evil. We too must adapt to this world of chaos.
And
something went weird. Oh, there we go. What the fuck?
So yeah.
It's a 60s sitcom.
So yeah, this game hasn't stopped being weird yet. In fact, it's getting more weird. Oh, there she goes. And she's flaking apart. And she's not pregnant anymore. I don't know why.
The fuck? Andre. Tokyo?
Yep.
Damn.
This thing. What can we do?
What the fuck is happening?
They're in Tokyo now, and so the dragon is now on a set path. And you have two buttons, one that sends out a white ring, and one that sends out a black ring. You gotta match it, and you gotta do it before it reaches you, because the final boss is a rhythm game. You feeling me? You feeling what I'm putting out?
Why? Is this a thing?
This might have been intended as a joke ending originally. In fact, originally the idea was that they would go to Tokyo, they would meet a real-life Japanese idol singer, and have a sing-off. Like that was something Yoko Taro wanted to do. And Squeenix said, no, we're not doing that. So yeah, you fuck it up, all your rings are gone. So this is actually pretty hard to do, I've been told. I haven't done it myself. But it gets really hard when you get closer to the end.
How long is... like...
You got a timer in the bottom right, counting down.
Are you? Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, we're in Tokyo. We fell from our fantasy land into Tokyo.
You know what? I've just accepted the weirdness by now.
Good. It will set you free.
I'm just not gonna
So I believe at
anything.
this point it releases like... Oh, I read the number somewhere. It's like 49 different rings. And my man BuffMaister is using the pause strat to like cheat. Which fucking... I don't blame you at all.
Me neither.
No, that seemed like...
And basically getting hit
ridiculously
once... Getting hit once is like a game over. So she does like 50 rings, then 5 seconds later 1 ring.
It's like crazy.
Yeah.
How did that save anything? There's still weird demon babies, I think.
I think everything went to Tokyo. Like everything bad in their world went to Tokyo.
Why does...
The battle that crossed space and time
Why
is
does
won.
the dragon have like weird rings now? I don't understand anything.
No, nobody does. Not really. Not why that happened. But they totally won. And it's falling apart now. And it's... Like, look at that. Look at how big it is.
Yeah.
And all the flakes are spreading all over Tokyo.
Shouldn't be a problem.
You think?
Well, she's made of like marble?
It is unclear. She might be made out of salt. Oh yeah, and there goes the missiles from the military jets shooting down Angelus.
Yeah.
Mao. That's great. Just, what the fuck is that? I don't know. Shoot with missiles.
Well, they just saw it have a sick fucking rhythm game fight with a giant lady in the middle of Tokyo.
Yeah.
And so they fall.
This is Bravo 1. Unidentified target has been neutralized. Over and out.
Listen to that Japanese pilot. The end of the Dragon Sphere, ending E. And that is the ending that Nier comes after.
Huh.
And there's no music, there's just city ambience for the last credits. So if you beat that, by the way, you unlock free fly mode in Tokyo, and you can fight the fighter jets with your dragon. Yeah.
I am impressed.
I want to play that. Sounds fun.
Yeah, beat all of Drakengard. Sound director Nobuyoshi
But I don't want to
Sano.
play Drakengard.
Music inspiration Hiryu. It's good game. No, I don't either want to play Drakengard. That's the problem with this game. It does all these like crazy things that you really do want to experience, but it's not fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they make a remake of Drakengard, maybe?
Maybe one day. As of right now, for us, it's about a week until the Nier remake, straight, whatever, comes out.
The Nier Hot mixtape.
For the viewer, if there are any, we'll be dropping that as soon as possible. I'm hoping as early as Sunday, the 25th of April. We'll have to see. That depends on what day we can record. But I am looking forward to the remake with some reservations. Basically, what I'm thinking is that we preserve the right to riot. If they fuck up the remake, we might just riot and bust out the old game. Because it's still fine. Like, Nier doesn't play too bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Like, it does some interesting things with its combat, most of which was kept for Automata. Automata has great combat. Like, it's not Devil May Cry level combat, but for an action RPG, it's stellar. And I do want to play Automata as well. So like you know a little bit, Vargorm, about Automata through Final Fantasy.
Just a little bit.
But just a little bit.
I'm just still confused.
Because Automata is actually maybe one of the greatest games of all time. Like, it's definitely one of. It might be the single best. I'm not sure on that.
Well, greatness in video games is...
No, I'm right. No. There's a correct opinion and it's mine.
Welcome to the internet.
So, we'll leave you all off on this glorious picture we're about to see. As Angelus appears on top of Tokyo Tower. And that's the end of Drakengard. See you in Nier.